Hey everybody, welcome back once again to the hang. I know it's been a while. You probably thinking I said the same exact thing last week in my solo episode, but I know a lot of not a lot of you hear it. So welcome back. This is the first episode, first full. Um, I mean, all episodes are real. It's not like they're fake, but you probably know what I mean. Like first episode with a guest today. After like a month or so. And, like I said in the last one, life happens. People get things to do. Luckily, New York City is opening back up, getting slowly but surely back to normal. So that means more things for me to do too. And if you didn't know, I'll tell you right now, David V Music. By the way, that's me. Is part of JXD Entertainment right now. So I don't know if you heard the big news. I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is. I just um wow, that's loud. That peaked right there. Sorry guys. But yeah. Just because I am part of JXD Entertainment now, everything that is being in the process of being made, I am part of. So that takes time and effort, and therefore that means I can't be home all the time to be doing these. And because I always have guests on, it's a matter of scheduling, like usual. That's usually the quote unquote problem, but it's cool. Things are getting more. What's the word? Structured, or just as far as scheduling goes. I'm just trying to figure it out, and it's getting figured out. So we're able to have a guest on today. But enough about me. Let's talk about other people real quick before we start the episode. By the way, I was just explaining why I haven't been around. That's why I'm not getting into too many details because I don't want to make this episode about me like usual. I don't like taking up this whole time. Just talking about me and my life. you know, that's why, by the way, I go to Minds Together because that is a place where you can just clear your mind and zen it out, whatever term you want to use. Mental health clinic. Just because you might or might not have like a clinical problem doesn't mean you can't use a little mental health here and there. Actually, I haven't been there myself once again because it's just been busy, and it's cool because staying your mind occupied in the right things is, I think, okay, as long as you don't do it for the wrong reasons, but yeah, go check them out, mindstogetherpc.net. Carlos Rosario is the founder. Speaking of, congrats for opening up a second location. I used to tell you that they were over in Forest Hills on 72nd Road Avenue, one of them joints, and between Austin and Queens Boulevard. But yeah, they opened up another location in what is it? Jackson Heights. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, if you're out there, uh, yeah, go check out mytogetherpc.net and see the exact location because I forgot it's like 90 something street, 92nd maybe, and yeah, go check that out and go check out the episode that I've done with Gene Carlos. I've done two episodes as a matter of fact. Oh, one earlier this year and one last year. Oh, can you believe it? It's been a year already. I guess that's one thing I didn't do. I didn't do like a year special episode, something like that. Cause yeah, it's fine. Let's also shout out, by the way, some of you people have been interested in all the gear we're starting to get. So the amazing thing is that we've been able to work pretty well with Crafts by Lissa in the past month or so or two to get all these cool, sorry, all this cool new custom stuff. Uh, all this merchandise for the Hang podcast. So shout out to crafts underscore by Lissa Lyssa. Definitely go follow her because it's a bunch of cool stuff you can maybe get. And they're always doing giveaways and things like that, cool things like that. When it comes to like right now, there's a Mother's Day giveaway going on. So go to crafts underscore by Lissa on Instagram or crafts by Lissa on Facebook, and yeah, go check out everything that's there. Maybe you can get yourself a customized T-shirt and Um, whatever else you want, whatever else, what other stuffs you like to do or get or use. Like for example, um, can't really think of anything other than the t-shirts, sweaters that we now have up. That's the one thing I gotta update myself. The website davidvmusic.com. If you don't know about davidvmusic.com, that's where you can find all the music done by David V. Once again, that is me, and as well as all the merch, and as well as the podcast itself. You can always go listen to the podcast or watch the podcast on davidvmusic.com. Anything else? Anything else? Oh yeah, Hook Kickbox. Let me not forget them. They're definitely always there, always ready for you to show up and tell them that David V sent you, and so you could get your free first class, and I think a pair of gloves. I don't want to quote. Don't tell them I told you that, but because I don't remember, to be honest. But I got a free pair of gloves my first day, so maybe you get some too. I don't know how they do it anymore. I've been there for at least a year. I don't know if last year counts, but a total amount of time that I've been there is definitely at least a year. But yeah, go to amsohook.com. Check out their schedules. They got two locations over in Queens and Glendale, and then Fresh Meadows. I feel like I've been talking a lot, and I just want to get to the episode. So just go to amsohook.com and check everything out. um, yeah. Anything else that I want to say before we start the episode? No, not really, because I just want to get the episode started. As you can see, it's a pretty nice length to it. As always, nobody's making you listen all throughout, one run or making you listen at all. So if these longer episodes kind of intimidate you, just know that not just me, but I'm pretty sure like most podcast listeners. I don't have to tell you how to listen to a podcast, but it's usually broken up throughout the day or like throughout the week, whatever. If it's something that is longer than an hour, I usually watch like 30 minutes or listen to 30 minutes on my car ride or whatever, or before I go to bed or when I'm taking a shower. Those instances where you have time to just listen. Yeah, just a little hint on how to maybe listen or take it or leave it. Anything else? I feel like I always forget something that I have to tell you. Maybe if I wrote things down, right, for once. But yeah, enough of that. Let's just get to the episode. Today's guest is somebody I met through speaking of JXD Entertainment. You can actually go see my guest now. I'll repeat it again through in the episode, by the way. But JXD, if you didn't know, we made a video, like a dance video, a while back to CJ Swoopty, and yeah, it came out pretty good. So just go check it out on YouTube on the JXD Entertainment YouTube page or jxdentertainment.com. And just to see what I'm talking about, because I can't really tell you. You got to go look at it. I can't really tell you what it is. I mean, I told you what it is. Now you just got to go look at it. So yeah, this is Kim. She is one of the featured dancers on there. And yes, she is a dancer. That's what she does on a regular basis. You could go check out her Instagram. Once again, we say it in the episode, but I'll let you know that it is Kim E Isabella. So KIMMIEISIABELLA. So yeah, just nothing else really to say because it's all being said throughout the episode. Guys, enjoy the episode. Thanks again for being patient. If you are a regular listener, and if you're new, welcome. And I'm always open to receiving feedback. Good and bad. To me, it's all good. Even if you want to talk shit, like it's great. I love it. Please. And any feedback, any notes. Remember that you can follow me, by the way, on D Major. That's my personal page, D.MAJ0R. And we go live on almost just about every episode, even the solo ones. And the cool thing is that you get to interact with us. And any questions, any comments, anything you wanna maybe be brought up in the show. I don't like calling this a show, in the podcast episode. We're definitely open to that. We're trying to do Clubhouse. Once I get that figured out, how that could work, maybe you get even more interaction because if IG Live you could only type in the comments, but maybe Clubhouse you can get that going and kind of make it like a real radio show. Even though I don't like to once again call it a show, but thanks guys once again. Please keep letting everybody know about the hang, and yeah, thanks for all the support and enjoy the episode with Kim. Maybe I guess yeah, okay. There's no other way for the listeners to get to know you other than you want to tell them who you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm Kim.
Yes. This is Kim Possible.
Yeah, Kim Possible. I'm Kim. I'm from New York, which I'm proud of. So, yeah, and I'm just
Born and
happy to
raised.
be here.
Yeah, thank
This
you.
is new to me.
Yeah, don't be
So
scared. There's just microphones. They don't bite.
they don't bite. I mean, I'm used to kind of the cameras.
Oh, okay.
The microphones are new to me.
All right. So if I didn't already say it, you could catch Kim on camera from the Whoopty dance video that we did a while back.
Yeah, the Whoopty video,
Yep.
the Whoopty cover we did from Real CJ.
Yep. So if you don't know about that, go check it out. JXEentertainment.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's real quick. YouTube, whatever. We make it available for everybody, like the
Yeah.
easiest way possible.
Yeah.
It's just people gotta go
Yeah,
click.
run it up. We over there breaking it down. We worked really hard on that too. We was working real hard, and it's crazy because I feel like we had almost not no time, but we kind of had no time.
Right, yeah.
Because everything was all over the place, and a lot of us, everyone who was involved, we didn't all our schedules were all different. So I'm surprised we were able to knock it out, and it came out so well.
Yeah.
And everybody really pulled it together. So
Yeah, I mean, it definitely took, what's the word? Like the synergy.
synergy.
Yeah, between people. Like, I don't know how it
Yes.
happens, but it just kind of does, right?
Yeah, it kind of worked out. And it's crazy because we were all of us. It was a total of 5 dancers.
Right.
5 dancers, and we were all different in our own
Yeah.
and unique in our own way, and we came into it a little. Not we were stepping into the unknown. I think we all
Yeah,
had
for
that
sure.
same common perception going into it, but then it all turned out really well, and we ended up making new connections. So I
Right.
love that.
Yeah.
And you were there, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were there to witness it all.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's why I'm able to, definitely verify that, like the synergy. And I don't know how it happened, but it just kind of did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of came together. And luckily, none of you had like egos
Yes.
that got in the way.
Yeah, well, I think everyone has egos.
Right.
But I think it's about how you carry yourself, and everyone, was really professional. But at the same time, we all kept it real, and we were just ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And we had the dog too. We had
Oh, yeah, Blue.
Blue.
My boy, Blue. Shout out
Your
to
best
Blue.
friend.
Yeah. That made me want to get
Your
a
best
pit bull
friend.
so bad. I still want it to this day.
Oh
a pit
yeah,
bull,
'cause-
yeah.
Oh my god, I love pit bulls.
Yeah, they're so cool. It's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what it is, but it just felt like, I don't want to say cool because that sounds corny, but
Is that- I mean, they're pretty cool.
yeah, it is. And
They're
it's
so sweet though. They're so sweet.
yeah, that's the problem with that people don't always know how to raise their dogs properly, and that's
Mhm.
what ends up making a violent pit bull.
Mhm.
But all the ones, like at least the majority that I know,
Mhm.
yeah, they're all just like playful dogs that just
Yeah, exactly.
love
I
you.
don't really
Yeah.
know any pit bulls personally, but when every time I pass by one on the
Hmm.
street, I'm like, oh my god, they're so sweet. They're so sweet. I have a Yorkie,
Right.
and she is that little thing is the meanest little thing ever,
Go
yo.
figure.
I can't take her nowhere. If I take her outside, if I go for a walk with her, every time she sees somebody, she wants to be barking, and I be feeling embarrassed. Like that's embarrassing.
That's funny though.
So
But you know, or is it a he or she?
she
Okay, she's just trying to protect you from the bad guys, you
true.
know.
You could look at it that way.
I mean, I think that's what I assume that's what they're trying to do because from what I know, a dog's nature is to just be like your best friend and you know
Yeah, that's true.
your
Yeah,
companion.
she probably is trying to protect me, but I don't know. It just comes like the way she just be nipping and like going at people,
Yeah,
but
I
she
know.
doesn't do it to everyone.
Oh, okay.
She only does it to like when like someone's coming like really fast towards her, like
Oh
or
yeah, well, of course.
like I don't know, coming really fast towards her or running towards her. She gets like anxious, I guess, and she starts barking. But
Right.
it's like what the
Yeah.
little thing, and then we got these pit bulls and these big dogs that they just
Yeah, it's kind
it's
of
like
you know.
they're so friendly.
Right. That's funny, but I mean, people do gotta understand. Like, you can't just imagine it's you. Somebody just approaching you, like somebody bigger than you, just
Mhm.
running towards you. You're gonna be
Mhm.
like, "Whoa, what the fuck?
And
Chill!"
then you're
Like,
gonna get yeah,
and you start barking at them. But
you're gonna get in survival mode and start
yeah, but
fight.
yeah, unfortunately, I like as much as I love dogs and cats and all pets, like these allergies, they just
Your
like
allergies.
why God did me like that, like you know, just doesn't make sense.
I'm so grateful. I don't have to deal with allergies. I'm so
Yeah,
grateful.
that's good. But
You're dealing with them now. You said right.
yeah, yeah. Especially it's spring now, by the way, April.
Mhm.
And you might not be able to see right now, but my eyes are kind of red. And I'm not even like you just woke up. I'm sober.
It'll be
That's just
like
how
that.
it is.
Damn.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that's like.
Yeah. And if I sound nasally, that's the reason to it, because it's like that's why I'm not a fan of mornings.
Cause you what? You got nasally in the morning.
Yeah, because I feel like all the build up overnight it just kind of stays there.
Oh.
And then throughout the day, it's like when I feel like, you know, when it starts running and yeah, it's not that fun, but it's life.
Sounds like a
Um,
hard time.
it's all right. Yeah, I'll be fine. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm just acting like a baby right now. Like, oh, poor me. I have allergies. Like,
Poor me.
you know, there's worse things out there,
It's true.
right?
There's a lot worse things out there right now.
Right.
There's a whole lot of worse things out there right now.
Yeah. What do you think about how things are right now? I always ask people this.
About what
Like,
like
what's
everything with COVID and stuff.
yeah. What was your experience like?
Oh, for COVID, okay, with the
Yeah.
pandemic, I don't
Yeah.
know. It was kind of a depressing situation, but I tried to make the best out of it. I mean, I think a lot of people,
Right.
found their way to live life, dealing with what we had to deal with. But for me, I was chilling at home.
Nice.
I was off of work. I was kind of upset though because um a lot of my projects that I wanted to work on, like with like dance wise
Right.
and like videos and things like that, they they couldn't happen. Like they were about to happen, and I was excited
Right.
for
Yeah.
things. And, a lot was happening for me, and a lot had to stop. I had to put it on pause because of the pandemic. Which I'm sure a lot of people can relate to. I feel like every time I tell somebody this, they're like, "Oh my god, yeah!" And then they tell me like they have something that,
Yeah.
yeah, like it was a big stop to everyone's life. So
Yeah.
that was definitely it. But I'm glad things are looking better now. Now we can actually talk more positively about things and
Right.
about life and not be so down and sad about everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
good though. I mean, a lot of people, I don't know if they're willing to admit that, that
Mhm.
it was like kind of I mean, maybe they didn't realize it at the time, but it was definitely a depressing time for everybody in a way.
Yeah.
People try to, I feel like it's a human nature to try to act tough and like, it doesn't phase me, but let's be real. If like, just like you and I, like if our
Mhm.
passions were put on a pause and like, you can't do that, like you're not allowed, you're going to be like, what's the point of living?
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, not literally like, I don't know, we don't have to get into it if you got suicidal or not, but Uh,
I hope not. I
yeah,
pray for those who are feeling down. But,
right.
yeah.
But it is kind of like a huge, yeah. Cause I mean, I'm pretty sure by now, at least for me seeing you, it looks like you know what your like passion and like what you want your life purpose to be in a
Mm-hmm.
way. I think. I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong or
No,
not.
I mean you can say that because we've actually spoke
Oh, that's
about it,
true.
personally.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
that's true.
so it's like you already know that because I told you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right.
But you also, you also watch me, and you watch me on my, my Instagram and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So that, that's also a thing. But you too,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm like so happy to be here right now because, um, we both are passionate about what we do, and here we
Right.
are making our connection somehow work together,
Yeah.
and like, making something out of it for just for the moment, even for like just to like learn a new experience. So
Yeah, that's what I like. I feel like that's what people. I don't know what to label them or you, but it's like people with just open minds and like open spirits that
mhm.
because you could have definitely let this past year like keep you down.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's honestly the easiest thing to do.
Yes.
The hard part to I think is trying to find how you're gonna lift yourself back up.
Right.
Yeah, and not everybody. Not that I have the answers, but not everybody knows where to maybe look for that answer because it's all different for each individual.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you found your like ways.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
and it's gonna forever be like that.
Right.
You're not
That's
gonna.
a
There's
funny
not
thing.
gonna be
Yeah.
a point in your life where you're just like, okay, I've made it to the point in my life where I am, where I need, like, at my most highest. This is where I need to be.
Right.
It's always gonna be a constant like fight to find your true happiness.
Yeah.
To find your way, through life.
Yeah, that's true.
It's an everyday thing, and it's gonna go on forever.
Yeah, yeah.
Till you're 100 years old.
All
'Cause
right.
I'm planning to live till I'm 100. What about you?
Well, that's the thing. I don't think I'm planning to living to any certain age because, to be honest, like I could just be gone tomorrow. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing. So
Mhm.
it's like this whole COVID thing showed us that. So
That's very,
yeah,
very true.
yeah, like, people could just be gone like that out of nowhere. Uh, I mean, I don't like to get into this topic because it's like, once again, don't feel sorry for me, but I did have an uncle that died from COVID,
Yeah.
and it was like it was sudden. Like it didn't even give me time to like feel.
Mhm.
Like it just happened, and so it was like that's what I mean. Like
Yeah, just hit you.
I can't
Nothing.
really plan on like how long I'm gonna be around. Like obviously I'll try to stick around.
No, yeah, you can't plan to be around
Yeah.
for how long. You can't. We're not psychics. We don't know the
Right.
future.
Yeah. But 100 would be nice. Yeah, that's a nice
Yeah,
little
that's
round
like the
number.
goal. You could have a goal and work towards it.
Yeah, that's true.
You can plan your life as if we are going to live for that long.
Right.
For example, I have my daughter.
Mhm.
If I were, let's say I do live 100 years old, I want to make sure that the life I'm living now is gonna make sure that she's set for my 100 years
Right.
old.
Right.
Because when I leave this earth, she's gonna be, she's my legacy. She's gonna be the one who carries on
Nice. That's awesome.
whatever assets and things in life I carry and I own. So I want to make sure that she's set.
No, hell yeah, yeah. That's I think that's. I mean, I'm not a parent yet, but I feel like I do get that idea that
Mhm.
like that's kind of I don't call it your main purpose in life.
Mhm.
Like that's the meaning of life, but it is kind of to just hand something down to somebody that you
Yeah.
feel like it deserves that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They deserve it. Your children deserve, everything.
Right.
I
Yeah.
feel like that. Not every parent is that way, but I feel like my children, my daughter, my one daughter, my one and only. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, girl.
All right. Yeah. If you're listening right now, that means you skipping school.
Yeah, no, she's in school.
Oh,
right
speaking
now.
of speaking school.
She's in school.
And I don't know who's gonna be on IG Live. I always go on IG Live.
Oh, you want to go on live?
Yeah, I literally forgot to do that. But
Can I go on live?
yeah, I think I could invite you, something like that. Or
Okay,
unless you
so
want to,
yeah.
unless you
That
want to
we
do it
can
individually. I don't know what would
that.
be the benefit of that.
I
If
don't.
there's-
Okay, listen.
All right.
So, yo, imagine the days that my daughter starts skipping school.
Oh yeah, it's
She's 9 years old now, so she's in fourth grade.
Mhm. So when did you
So,
start skipping school? Just let's be real.
I think it was definitely towards high school. I
Okay.
must have been like a sophomore or something.
All right. Yeah, that sounds about right. Um, so I hate to pause already because we're only like 10 minutes in. Just give me a quick second. Yeah, because I used to have to get up every time and stop recording. Yeah, I used to have to be a producer and uh, editor and host
And
and
and maintenance.
yeah, exactly. I had to
Like the
take
whole 9 yards.
yeah, literally all the jobs, but it helps. It helps, and the more we grow, the easier it is.
Yeah, the
And the
more
more
hats you wear, the more I feel like more successful you could be in a way.
yeah, that's definitely true. You're definitely right about that.
Mhm.
If you know a little bit about other things that you're not into, it'd be a little easier for you to just like yeah,
Mhm.
get around, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
What other hats other than by the way, I did tell the guys or the listeners that you are a dancer. That's how I met you.
Mhm.
But what other hats do you think you're wearing right now? Or do you want to wear?
All that I want to
Yeah.
wear. So dancing is definitely one of my favorite things to do. That's like my
Yeah, I
passion.
could tell.
That's like my first thing. That's what I like to do.
Mhm.
Um, I like to try different things. I like to try out all sorts of things. I've done piano lessons before when I was a child.
Nice.
I've done I've done step when I was in middle school or what is it, high school.
Hmm.
Um, right now I'm doing a lot, I'm still dancing. I'm doing pole dancing as well. I'm also doing a little bit. I'm kind of starting to get into it. BJJ.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
one thing.
Brazilian
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu.
I see
I'm
that you're
starting
into
to
it.
like dip my foot in the water for jiu-jitsu because I want to learn a lot of I need to learn self-defense
Cause why not? Yeah.
because I need to.
And you know what I like about just any form of martial arts
Mm.
is like the discipline and the mentality you get from that. Because I
Yes.
feel like I mean obviously it is a combat sport now and like there's
Mhm.
competitions and all that.
Yeah.
But I feel like the original reason that they like invented that was to like because it's I mean that's the thing. That's why we have the internet. Because I was about to say,
That's why we have the
yeah,
internet.
I was about to just start just spewing out facts that I don't even know are facts
About what? About
about
jiu-jitsu?
Brazilian jiu-jitsu and jiu-jitsu in general. Uh,
Oh, okay.
yeah, because I know jiu-jitsu. I'm pretty sure it's Asian, from Japan. Uh,
Yeah, I believe so.
yeah, is there a way I can zoom in on this? Oh, maybe not.
Oh, that's lit. You got
Yeah,
the World Wide Web.
yeah, exactly. We're moving up in the world here. At hand, you know. But yeah, we see Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was
Yeah.
developed around 1920 by Brazilian brothers. Um, and then yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
they were taught at a traditional judo.
Mhm.
Yeah, by traveling Japanese
And it says later they
judoka.
developed their own self-defense.
All
So yeah,
right.
you're right. It did come more of a self-defense thing later. That's interesting.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, from at least from what I know, the martial arts from Japan, they're all about connecting your mind, and spirit, and body.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, it's a different perception and different standpoint.
hmm
Yeah, because I feel like now in here in the U.S.
right.
it's a totally different
Yeah.
ball game.
Right.
So that's a good point. Like imagine traveling to Japan and just like, oh my goodness, like just like seeing their. Well, I never been. Have
hmm
you been?
No, I haven't been to Asia either.
Okay,
Yeah.
like just going over there and then just seeing like their like them fighting jiu-jitsu or going to like a competition over there or something
Right.
or like taking a class over there. I'm pretty sure it's completely different
Right.
from what it is over here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you do. Like, you tell me what do you do when you walk in to BJJ? Like, is there
So
like a process or what?
no, well, okay. So I got into it because of my boyfriend.
Hmm.
He does BJJ. He takes it more seriously than
Yeah.
I do, of course. But like the gym that I go to, which is called the Dojo in Queens
Hmm.
in Ridgewood, it's so I think it's pretty welcoming for the
Okay,
most
cool.
part. They're pretty welcoming.
For
They're
the
pretty
most part.
welcoming. It's a little intimidating as a female, of course,
Yeah, I figure. So
walking
that's
into a
yeah.
gym full of men. You know, so it's definitely when I first like got into it, it was a little bit more intimidating. But now I'm learning to flow with it. I think, especially because now I feel like I can relate it to dancing and learning to dance
Nice.
and learning like choreography and things like that.
Yeah.
Kind of tie them together. So that in that way, it's kind of easier for me to understand. But I mean, it's a different thing because you're a female and there's not that many females to
All
like
right.
really practice with or something like that. But I'm sure for a guy it's a lot different because you have all these different because I think for guys I know my boyfriend he does competitions, so he actually just finished one and he actually won second place.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So
Yeah, it's pretty good.
so proud of him. He's been working really hard. But yeah, so like he works hard for that shit. Like you really gotta like keep on top of your weight. You gotta like
Yeah.
really maintain your diet. It's intense training, you know? And I admire that. I admire any sport that, you know, you can like really work your body out like that and like just gain like your like a whole new mentality, a whole new physicality, like a whole new body pretty much.
Yeah.
Cuz that takes a lot of work.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
You know? So I admire that.
What about? I mean, I don't know if you consider it a sport, but what about the sport you do? I mean,
Dancing
yeah,
or
you
pole?
dance. Yeah, well, to me, that's dancing as well.
Mhm.
You know, it's a type. It's a kind of a branch of dancing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely think they're both sports, both pole dancing and um dancing is a sport.
Right.
You know, it takes a lot of endurance, takes a lot of practice, you know, training. Um, but yeah, it also takes a lot of like consistency because if you're not consistent, you're not gonna get the results you
Right.
want. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But it also, you know, you need to be passionate about what you do. You can't just do something just because
Right.
somebody
Right.
else is doing it or because you know someone else is telling you to do it. You know, you gotta find what works for you, what you like, what you enjoy, what makes you feel good. You know,
Yeah. You
and those
know
things make me feel good.
what
So.
I think. I mean, you probably agree with me, but what I think ends up like how you determine what you're passionate about is when you actually because nobody's good at anything when they first start out.
True.
Really. Uh,
Yeah.
but whatever tells you to come back and try it again, I think that's
Mhm.
kind of like if you start heading down that way, then you'll probably know eventually that that's your passion.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure when you started that, I mean, I don't know when you started, but were you ever like, I don't want to do this again?
Yes.
Yeah.
A million times.
Okay. Okay.
A million times.
All right.
But that's the thing, you know, you gotta go through shit. You gotta go through shit to grow through shit.
That's
you know.
true. Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
very
and
true.
that's gonna make you you. You know.
Yeah.
So you definitely gotta fail and say f this, you know, and you're gonna feel like you're gonna want to quit. There's a bunch of times I felt like I wanted to quit in dancing, you know, and I studied dance in college.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the dance program, so you know we had to make projects and come up with dances
Yeah.
and work in groups and work alone, and you know there was a bunch of times where I felt like I couldn't do it, but I still did it, and I graduated with my bachelor's.
Nice. Yeah. No, that's official right
So
there.
you
Yeah.
know, and you know that says a lot. You know, you just gotta, like I said, you gotta go through shit to grow through shit, and that's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be forever a learning process.
Yeah, it's
So,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, you apply that to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, but like I said, you obviously wanted to quit, but something told you to keep going, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. You
Yeah.
finished. You're a functioning member of society now with your
Mhm.
with your bachelor's.
Mhm. Functioning.
Yeah, or whatever.
That's what they say.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's not what I say. It's what they say. But
Don't ask me
yeah.
what I'm doing with my degree.
It's cool. My degree is in. Actually, this is technically what my degree is. Like my degree is in philosophy, technically. And this is kind of to me this is what philosophy is. Like having conversations about life, and
Okay.
and just kind of weighing like the good and the bad about each topic,
Mhm.
and Yeah, it's like it's funny because I feel like people think philosophy is for like I don't know rich kids who get high or something. Like cause like what are you gonna do with a philosophy degree, you know? But
That's a good point. I mean, but you can say that about a lot of degrees out
yeah,
there.
that's true.
So,
That's true.
but that's the thing. At the end of the day, what is the real value then in like getting like paying for college? If that's the case, if everything's gonna be like, well, you can't even get a job, so then what's really the point? I don't
All
know.
right. No, no, no.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't understand.
yeah. This is like a continuing argument for me with everybody. Um,
Mhm.
but I'm always like on the fence because I'll tell people like you don't need to go to college. Like I didn't have to go to college, but because I went to college, like is why I have like the skills and the network that I do
Mhm.
now.
It's
So
true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That
so
is true. That is true.
I
That is
can't
true.
can't completely write it off, but
That is true.
you
You
know
do gain a lot of experience.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah
So.
definitely, and that's why I went to college because I didn't. I'll be honest, I could care less about the physical degree, like the
Mhm.
piece of paper. Like I know it's valuable,
Mhm.
but that wasn't my main goal. Like I just wanted to, like you said, gain all the experience I could.
Mhm.
You know, and I think I did. And
Where you graduated, you said, right?
right,
Where'd you go to school?
Queens College,
Oh,
literally down the
okay, yeah.
street.
Right down the street.
Literally down the street.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
Queens College. That's nice.
yeah. A lot of people. I feel like I just got accepted because I lived in Queens.
Maybe. But
'Cause
did you try like applying to other?
yeah, I did. I applied to like City and Brooklyn,
Okay.
and I guess Queens is the one that took me, so I just went there.
I think I got accepted to Queens College.
Yeah,
I did. I
that
think I
would
was
have
one of
been
the
cool.
first colleges that accepted me, and then I got accepted to Hunter,
Oh, okay.
and then I was like, yeah, Hunter it is.
Yeah. Everybody has their like preferences,
Mhm.
and I'm assuming Hunter like, um, yeah, like you haven't said anything bad about it, so it must have been a nice
Mhm.
experience, right? You know what? I could talk shit about college in general all day.
Right, like I could go
Right.
in. Like let's get started.
All right.
Take out the pen and paper.
Yeah. Let's see. You and everybody else. I mean, it is what it is. It's weird. Like,
No, I'm grateful for my experience with college. I actually started off. I transferred. I
mhm.
started off in Pace
Oh, okay.
University in the
Right.
city in downtown Manhattan, and then after a year, I went to Hunter.
Oh, okay.
I wasted a whole year in Pace. I wasted a whole lot of money in Pace
I mean,
just to transfer. But it's okay because like
yeah,
in the
yeah.
end, it was worth it for me because I went to Hunter to do what I love,
Right, right.
and because of that, I've been open.
Mhm.
I've never looked back. So I'm like, imagine if I would have never transferred. Like if
Transferred
I
out,
stood
right.
in Pace and like graduated from Pace University, it would. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be dancing. I'm pretty sure.
That's cool. I mean, I say that's cool because I feel like I'm somewhat in a similar situation. Like my very first college was Buffalo, and it had
Mm.
nothing to do with what I do now. It was like, and like you said, imagine if I stay there. First of all, it was a lot of money being wasted. Uh,
Depends how you want to look at it.
right? Yeah. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure you still got like, I mean, how can I say this? Like all the experiences you think are bad, like that sucked. Like I
Mhm.
wish that would have never happened. Like that kind of built on your knowledge and like
Yes.
personal inner strength now.
Yes. That is true.
Yeah. So is it really always?
Yeah, you gotta embrace it. You gotta embrace the good and the bad. I think so.
Yeah. Um. Before I kind of want to go back to, oh, I want to go back to comparing jujitsu and dancing
Mhm.
because you said it. You're kind of similar. You're starting to see the similarities, right?
Mhm.
Mentally, do you think you go through the same things?
What do you mean?
Because I know jujitsu is a lot because I did wrestling in high school,
Mhm.
and it's very similar.
Mhm.
And that was definitely a daily. Don't want to go to practice, on a daily basis. But
Yeah.
I did like because like you said, you have to like watch your weight and your body fat percentage,
Mhm.
and like who's going against you, and like how fit are they, or
Mhm.
how many moves do they know. And it's just like it's more mental. I mean, it's definitely physical, but
It's
it's
both.
extremely mental. So, do you ever go through those kind of like mental battles within you when you're dancing?
Yes. Yes. All the time.
Nice.
But I enjoy it. I enjoy the process.
That's
You
cool.
know, like
That's a good thing.
especially now, I feel like now I'm able to enjoy it a lot more because my mentality is just different. But definitely, you know, I'm always going through, you know, everyone goes through shit in their head. And, you know, I feel like we're our own worst enemies sometimes
Right.
because we stand in the way of our own blessings, you know? But then, like, if we just get up and go do things without giving it too much thought, because that's the thing, we overthink a lot.
Right.
As human beings, we overthink too much. So if we just get up and go do rather than thinking, then things might be okay. And, you know, you're going to have to go through shit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
um, I know when I take dance classes, I know I'm gonna go through hell. I know, you
Nice.
know,
Yeah.
I go with the mentality like, all right, I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn and, you know, just be easy on myself. And sometimes I let go of that or I forget to like be easier on myself. And that's okay, you know, as long as I'm trying to practice more like being aware of that and like
Oh,
practice
right.
like catching myself when I'm like
Definitely.
talking like fuck, like I can't do this or shit, like everybody's like ahead of me, or like if I'm just like in my head,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to like catch on that and like, okay, I'm in my head now, like what's like, why am I doing that, why am I in my head, like I'm trying to find the problem first so
Yeah.
so I'm able to solve it. And that's something I'm learning, you know, because that takes a lot of practice
Yeah. It's definitely a skill. Yeah.
to be able to catch yourself and learn how to talk to yourself in a way,
Yeah. Yeah. For
so
sure.
that you're not like, you know, like expressing that, because energy is everything. So
Yeah.
you're not like putting that out into the world and putting out bad energy, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
That's something I've definitely learned myself. That like whatever goes on up here is gonna eventually be shown one
yeah,
way or another.
yeah,
Even if you're like trying hard not to, like, let's say I don't know, your cat ran away. Um,
damn,
and you don't want to show that you're sad about that, but then it comes out when you least want it to in a negative way. Like you just lash out at somebody, and it's like, you know,
right,
you being sad at your cat got to do with the person you're affecting now.
yeah,
And that's kind of a skill that not a lot of people. I think people eventually learn it, but
learn
nobody ever
what,
teaches you, like, this is how you deal with it.
yeah,
You're right.
that's something you have to learn or figure out on your own.
Hmm. Hey, you sound like you're kind of your own therapist.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I love it.
It's
Isn't
pretty
that
good.
cool? I
Yeah,
want to be my own therapist. That's my goal.
I mean, you kind of already are. That just sounds like you're doing it. You're at least getting better at it. So that's what's up. I like to hear that. Because, and I also like to hear that I'm not the only one with that voice.
What?
That's like, oh, there's people out there better than you. Like,
Well,
why
yeah,
why
of
even
course.
why even try it, like, or whatever.
Yeah,
And then you just gotta like talk. You gotta have like a pep talk with yourself.
you
Like,
really do,
yeah,
because we're literally we're having we're having like three conversations right now,
right.
you
Yeah,
and
that's
I,
true.
because we're having one with ourselves
Yeah,
and one with each other.
yeah.
So it's two conversations. I
Right.
don't know.
Well,
Whatever. There's multiple
one
conversations right now.
conversation, two conversation, three
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what you
Exactly.
meant.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I meant. There you go. You know, you understand.
Yeah. Well,
So,
hopefully this degree didn't go to waste, right?
yo.
Yeah. No, I definitely did it. I mean, that's one thing I always tell people. Like, you should definitely take at least like one or two philosophy classes.
I love
Cause yeah, cause
philosophy.
there's so many branches. It's like
Mhm.
obviously like the existential stuff that gets really deep. Then there's like ethics. Then there's logic. Then there's
Yeah.
like religion, which is, I guess, mixed into a bunch of
Mhm.
those things.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it just goes deep, and that's why
It does get pretty deep
yeah, and that's why
because
those
it's about life, you know. So
yeah
you're, of course, and people, and that's that's pretty complicated to me.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. It sounds complicated, but then when you stop and think about it in terms of your own life, you're like, oh, I'm going through that every single day. That stuff
Mhm.
that they talk about in those thick ass Plato books or whatever. You're like, it's just weirdly worded. That's what
Yeah.
it is. If somebody sits down with you and kind of breaks it down in your own language, you're gonna be like, oh shit,
Yeah.
yeah, he's right or she's right,
Yeah. It's
or
true.
I'm wrong. I don't know. Things like that.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but I think the act of you doing physical things, like whatever sport it is or
Mhm.
dancing, I think that's what helps somebody gain their own like what do you call it, mental identity in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that's why I love doing sports because all
Mhm.
of that taught me discipline
Yes.
and like working together with other people
Right.
and not being scared of my opponent, all that stuff,
Yeah,
you
it
know.
taught you a lot. It teaches you a lot. How
Hmm.
to work with people, how to overcome situations, how to learn how to think logically. Like I
Yes,
think like
there you
that.
go.
You know. I want my girl to be in. She's not into anything other than her phone.
Oh wow,
Seriously,
okay. Mhm.
but she's actually done dance classes before,
Okay,
but
that's
she's
cool.
not really. She wants to try gymnastics,
Hmm.
but hopefully, I guess maybe when she's like in middle school, she'll figure out if she wants to do a sport or not. But I would love her to get into sports.
Yeah,
It's good for you.
it's funny because I always think about like I can't blame my mom for anything
Mm.
because I think she did an awesome job, but there were times that like I wish my mom would have pushed me more to do sports because
Mm.
uh like at around the age of
Okay.
your daughter, she offered me to join like sports teams and whatnot, and I just didn't want to do it.
Mhm.
So that's why now, like looking back at it, I'm like, damn it, I wish you would have pushed me a little more to like
Yeah.
try it out or stick to it,
Yeah.
because
Aw.
you know.
Damn.
But it's
That puts a whole another perspective in
I don't
my
want to
head.
tell you what to do, obviously. but
No, yeah, of course
but
not.
yeah, I think a little push might help.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Because looking back, you're like, okay, well, I could have done this or I could have done that. You
you're
know.
right, exactly. Even though eventually I did start playing sports, I could have been like maybe not better, you know,
Mhm. Yeah.
and it would have been more fun.
Yeah.
Um, but not that it wasn't fun, but you know what I mean. What I'm
Mhm.
trying to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, it's like I do understand though. So I think that's my phone. Oh, there you go. My phone is locked. I forget. I can't I can't put it on. What do you call it? The settings. Oh, there you go. Battery mode. Take it off and take that off. Yeah, as you see, I have a limit for Instagram
Oh.
because yeah, I'm the type that's just gonna scroll all day through the
Oh.
explore
Okay. Yeah.
page.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have to have a limit.
I should do that too. I've been wanting to put a screen limit. A screen. What is it? Screen time, right? It's called
Yeah, on the settings. I'm
on the
pretty
settings.
sure.
Yeah, I need to do that. I had it before
Yeah,
and then I stopped, but I need to do it again because I
that's cool.
realized ever since I stopped having the screen time, I've been like ODing all my time on
Well,
Instagram and on social media and on my
I
phone.
mean, but what I see though, like you are active on Instagram, but in a good way. Like you
Hmm.
kind of like low key. I don't want to call it I don't know what to call it, but all the material you have, you can put it together and call it a podcast. I feel like.
What do you mean? Like, wait,
and
hello. So wait, what do you mean? Like the things that I do,
yeah,
or
you post and like you like you have videos, you have posts,
like
and
my reels and stuff.
yeah, reels and just like motivational shit you put out there. Like that itself could be like that's why I feel like it could,
It
if you
could
put
be
it
a
all
podcast.
together, it could be a
It's true.
podcast. Yeah, so
Hmm.
you low key have one, by the way.
I mean, you have one, and we can continue doing
Yeah,
this. You
exactly.
know,
Yeah,
we can,
let's make something happen.
make magic happen.
Hell yeah.
Follow me on Instagram. Well, you already follow me on Instagram. But
Yeah, but other people follow.
at Kimmy Isabella KIMMIEISABELLA.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
So
If
I'll
you didn't
see y'all
catch that,
there.
yeah, I'm saying if they didn't catch that, I'll post it.
Yeah,
So
they
you
can.
just
You can
click.
put in it. Yeah, but just so they can hear it.
Yeah, because there's plenty. I mean, that's what I like about the stuff you post. It's not just kind of random shit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you
It
feel.
is random, but like it's more like okay, I feel like I don't mind and I enjoy sharing my journey, my life.
Right.
Um, I feel like that's important for me to do. Um, especially on like now that we have like technology in our hands,
Right.
you know. I feel like it's so crazy because the whole thing with the phones, the whole thing with the computers, and like and Siri and Alexa
Yeah.
listening to us on the low. Like
Yeah.
people, I feel like are so afraid of like technology nowadays.
Hmm.
But like, why be afraid? Like we should be, instead of letting technology get the best of us, we should get the best of technology. You know,
Right. Yeah. Very good
and
way
like
to put it.
yeah, so like learn how to, instead of letting it ruin your life, learn how to make it add on to your life or make it better.
Yeah, for sure.
So I feel like using my phone as a way to like, or like my Instagram as a way to share my life.
Hmm.
um People are gonna be able to see like, okay, well, this is real. You know, she's a real
Yeah.
person just
Yeah.
like me. You know,
Exactly.
people are gonna be able to be like, okay, this girl is real. And you know, a lot of the people I follow or that follow me on Instagram, they, you know, I know them personally, and I'm grateful for that. Or I'm able to, you know, connect with that person on a personal level. And then of course there's a bunch of Instagram trolls.
Yeah. Right.
They be trolling.
Yeah. That's the whole other side
Trolling.
of just the internet and technology. It's like there's such a, I guess, dark side to
Yeah,
things
it's
like
true.
that.
Mhm.
Like I never understood why people end up killing themselves over this like cyberbullying, because it's like, all you could do is just like turn off and walk away and go do
Mhm.
something real. But yeah, unfortunately that's the thing.
It is,
Yeah,
and it's so sad.
yeah. But that's, I mean, luckily people like you are kind of, I guess, balancing that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like I could be wrong. This is a touchy
Hmm.
subject, but I feel like that happens more in like your childhood or like your younger,
Oh, right.
the younger
Yeah, for
ages.
sure. Yeah, I agree.
Not really much in your adult life. I mean, it does happen, of course, you know, to people in their adult life, but um,
Yeah, kids are affected more because they're just
yeah,
more
like
vulnerable.
cyberbullying,
Yeah.
like that's more. I think that's more of a millennial kind of problem.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know,
Um, I think
or
technically.
Gen Z something. Would it
Yeah,
be Gen
yeah,
Z?
because I think technically we're millennials.
Yeah, we're millennial.
Right, but
But then, you know, even us, because um, what is it, in eighth grade? You know, I was into MySpace.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
into,
Same here, same
I
here.
was into, what is it, MySpace? What else do we have?
Uh,
Um,
AOL.
AIM,
Yeah, exactly.
all
AIM.
that stuff. You
Yeah.
know, so that, you know, I definitely experienced bullying when I was, you know,
Hmm.
on MySpace or whatever, during that
Yeah.
era. So it's definitely something that's always, it's gonna be there. And yeah, there's a
All
dark
right.
side. There's a good side, and there's a bright side, there's a dark side to everything. So, and that's definitely one of them,
Right.
unfortunately.
Yeah, but the good side of like, for example, MySpace or any other like social media thing out there, um, like people were actually able to start careers off of that.
Mhm.
Like, which
Yeah.
is that, like, that part is the amazing thing of social media. You can literally, like, you have your content up there.
Mhm.
So that's, somebody wants to get to know you. By the way, go get to know her. and
Yeah.
and follow her. And yeah, like, see that you're not like, um I
Like
mean,
it's a it's definitely like a blessing. What's that word? Like it's
uh yeah, it's a it kind of, I mean,
it's like a word. It's a different word for blessing.
okay. You want to use the internet again?
Shoot.
Let's see, cinnamon
I
for
think it starts with a
blessing.
P.
Uh, let's see. Sorry. It's too early in the morning. This is why.
Right, I forget it's morning right now.
Yeah.
I had that coffee,
Synonym
so you know my
for.
energy.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm not a coffee guy. Synonym for blessing. Oh, blessing. There you go.
Protection. No.
Protection. No.
It's
Protection. What can I say instead of blessings? Benefit. Okay.
I don't know.
I never heard any of
All right,
these
whatever.
words.
But it's a blessing, you know,
Yeah.
to be able to have um technology the way we do, you know.
Yeah, big
We take
time.
it for granted. I feel like sometimes.
Yeah, it kind
Um
of just, I don't know about you, but it kind of just popped out of nowhere.
it did.
And
Can you imagine the future?
I
What it's
kind of,
going to be like?
yeah. I mean, I already see people getting like implanted contacts, or is that the right term? Like contacts that kind of have a computer in them. Like, that's super
What?
high advanced.
What do you mean? For
Like,
what? To see?
yeah, to see, and like it's a computer, kind of built-in computer. I'm pretty sure they gotta have something out there. Uh, let's see, contact. lens computer or something like that. Um, okay,
No
maybe not. Or
way.
like contact lens. First of all, that's not how you
Like
spell lens.
electronic
But have you
contact
seen
lens
the
or something.
Google glasses?
Okay.
Yeah, like that. They're trying to do that with the contact lenses. I'm pretty sure. I mean,
And this is what this is already like what like this is already out or this is
nah,
something
I'm
in the
pretty sure
process.
they're trying it out. Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's available to the public like that yet. But
That would be insane.
yeah. I mean, you know the whole like. Have you heard of this whole Neuralink thing?
It sounds familiar.
So it's
Oh
like,
boy.
yeah, yeah. You know your boy Elon Musk. You know that tries to basically be the guy.
Mhm.
Um, he's trying to make it so that yeah, like computers are connected to our brain. You know.
Well, he's inventing a computer.
He's trying to invent the technology that allows us to control, like, let's say a computer or a car just with the mind. Like, we don't have to like actually press buttons or say a command.
Yo, let's
Yeah,
do this. We
yeah,
out
yeah.
here.
We're
You
getting
imagine?
yeah. I think it's going down that road. You know that we're gonna be like mixed robots. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I don't know how soon that's gonna happen, but yeah.
Yo, what is it? You said what's his name?
Elon Musk. Have you heard the
Elon
guy?
Musk.
The guy that makes Tesla.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know
Yeah.
that guy.
Okay, but yeah, he's very into like just advancing technology.
That's so interesting.
So he started
Oh
out
my
as
goodness.
PayPal.
Mhm.
Yeah. So he invented that,
Mm.
and then he sold that for a lot of money, and then made Tesla, the car company. The electric cars. So
Okay.
now
So
he
doing
just keeps
something
on
else.
advancing, and now he's doing like because NASA isn't getting really funded like that by the government anymore. So he's funding his own like space shuttles and all that stuff
Yo,
from the money
I
he
need to
makes from
look into
Tesla.
this guy.
Yeah, 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 definitely. Look him up a little bit, and yeah, he's just involved in technology and the advancement of it.
Yeah.
And then like one of the crazier things, yeah, that he's talking about doing is the Neuralink thing.
Neuralink.
Neuralink, yeah.
Oh
Let's
my
see.
goodness, that
Yeah.
sounds insane. He sounds like the next Amazon guy,
Yeah, I think he.
or he probably is the next.
Yeah, I think he's already there. Maybe.
Yeah, he's already there.
Yeah, Neuralink company. Yeah, founded by Elon Musk and others, developing implantable brain machine interfaces. So that's the complicated words to
Yeah.
say. You're connecting your brain to a computer. So, or
Yo,
something
that's
like that. So,
insane.
something along those lines. Yeah, it sounds crazy. But hey,
And what would that be like available to like everybody? Is that like something like the government has?
that's what he. I mean, that's what his dream is. That
Mm.
anybody has access to this stuff. Just like he
Okay.
tries to make Tesla accessible to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's still like kind of luxury. Still kind of expensive, but yeah, that's kind of his goals. Another thing that he wanted to do is make a a train that goes from New York to LA directly. Like I don't know.
Yo,
Yeah,
you imagine that?
yeah, I don't know how he's gonna do that, and that supposedly takes under a day. Right? Yeah. Imagine how
People
fast.
got big goals.
Yeah.
People dream really big.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to keep going down this Elon Musk rabbit hole, he's done a couple podcasts, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, and he
So
kind of talks about this stuff.
okay.
Yeah, that's how I
I'm gonna
know
look
about
into
it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
look
yeah,
into it.
yeah.
That sounds interesting.
One thing I do advise you to do is if you really want to learn what he's saying, because he's just like so smart. And he has this language that we might not understand. It's
Okay.
English, but it's so like
His vocabulary or something.
yeah, his vocabulary is so like deep into like physics and
Oh, okay.
chemistry.
So his actual like language. is
Yeah, like so he tries to like I don't want to call it dumb it down, but
like,
tries to use simple words.
okay.
Yeah, and I caught myself like I was listening to it while I was like cleaning the house or whatever.
Mm.
I had to stop and like pay attention to what he said to understand.
Right, because otherwise you wouldn't catch it.
Yeah,
And it would have just
exactly.
But I'm pretty sure he'd be saying like a lot of like good stuff.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
What did he talk about?
Yeah, he talked about this whole Neuralink thing. He talked about a little bit of the vaccine and what he thinks.
Okay.
Actually, he talks a lot about how have you seen movies like Terminator or
Yes.
okay, so you know how like the robots are fighting back.
Right.
He talks
Oh,
about
he
that as a possibility. Like we'll eventually make machines that think too much for themselves.
Okay. Yes,
And
I believe that.
yeah, and then in in Terminator, the problem was that they taught machines to basically defend humans at all costs. And then when humans started, I guess, becoming like what do you call it?
Like obsolete or something, or like
Like
useless.
when they kind of started being their own enemies,
Oh, okay.
is when the machines like thought like humans are enemies. So it's kind of like a
Yeah.
this crazy
Oh
like
my god.
yeah circle that
Mhm.
like because you are killing each other, I have to defend you by killing you.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. So that's one big thing that Elon Musk talked about, and I don't know if you ever seen this meme. I'll pull it up real quick.
Which a
Uh,
meme of Elon Musk.
yeah, I mean it's not a meme; it's an actual shot. When he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, Elon Musk. What do you call it? Joe Rogan. But yes, this one,
Ah!
this guy, that's him right there. He's trying out a blunt.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, he be on the podcast with Joe Rogan.
Yeah, yeah. He's done 2 episodes with him. And this is the first time. This picture right here with the smoking Elon was his first time on. And it's crazy because, you know, they're in California. This stuff is legal over there. But the Tesla stock went down when he did this. Because it was bad, I guess, publicity. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. It's a little bit controversial
Right.
for him to be doing that.
All right. I mean, it's definitely up now. Like, you know, I don't think they'll ever lose money. That
No,
company,
yeah, definitely
right?
not. Obviously not.
Right.
But
yeah.
then, like you said, there's a good and a bad side to things. So I guess that was.
Yeah.
his-
Yeah, but now this is, I mean,
That's crazy.
yeah, now this is getting to be normal. So I don't know how
Yeah.
much, you know, how
Getting
much,
to be.
yeah. I don't know how much backlash he should have gotten for it, but
But then you got his status is pretty up there. So
Yeah,
you gotta,
exactly.
of course he's gonna get a lot more.
yeah, if you're the CEO of a huge company, then I guess so. But it is what it is. You know, people are always gonna have their
Yeah.
opinions about things.
Especially about people with, high status.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Have you? I feel like you should have ran into this by now.
What?
People that just don't want to see you win. You don't think so? I feel like.
Let's have a moment of silence.
Oh, okay. For their souls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
People that don't want to see you win though,
Yeah.
those are interesting people. I keep them close though. Keep them close because
Yeah, that's what they say, right?
they be watching.
All right. Yeah.
They be watching.
They do.
They watch you, They be watching your moves. So keep them close.
Yeah. And I mean, I find it like I was gonna say. I find it that's a. I mean, obviously it's not a positive thing, but it is a sign that you're doing something right. I think.
You're doing something.
All right. Yeah.
Doing something. I hope it's the right thing.
All right. Yeah. That's
you
true.
know?
That's true. That's true. Okay.
People that don't want to see you win. That's an interesting topic.
Yeah, because I'm not saying that I have haters all the time everywhere, but I feel like the more you're into like your own, the more you're like you showing that you're actually like loving life by living your passion, the more people don't like
That's
that, you know.
No, yeah, it's true.
Because they're
Yeah.
like,
Because they either are jealous or they want what you have. Yeah, they just want to be in your place, I guess.
Yeah.
You have something that they don't, so of course they're gonna see it from a space of lack. Like, oh, well, I want that,
right.
So.
But you clearly, I mean, it seems to me that you've already trained your mind to just kind of know what to do in a way.
Well, when people are not.
No, I
rooting
mean,
for you?
and in general, like you've trained your mind to like be consistent about what you want to go get on a daily
Mhm.
basis
Okay,
and
yeah.
things like that. I feel like somebody hasn't either somebody hasn't taught them how to do that, or they haven't like figured out themselves how to do that.
You
You
know,
know?
it's okay though, because like I feel like we all have a moment where we're just like, okay, well, I wish I had that, or you know, we're looking at somebody else's life
Oh yeah.
from a point where it's like, oh, well, I don't have that, or
Right. That's true.
I kind of want to get there or do that. But the thing is that, you know, we can all win. We can all win. We can all do what we all do. You know,
Yeah.
if you want to
That's
dance, you
true.
can dance.
Right.
You know, if I want to start, like you said, if I want to start a podcast, I can do that. You know, I have
Mm-hmm.
the, you know, I'm grateful that I can do that and I have the opportunity to do that. So, but yeah, like, I don't understand why people, but then, like, I was going to say, we all have our moment where we're just like, you know, looking at other people's lives and comparing our own.
Right.
So, and then there's also the moments where you're going to be like, okay, well, I think I'm doing better than
Right.
or,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like content with where my life is at and I don't need to look at other people's lives, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So it's always going to be a back and forth between that, I think. Because
Yeah,
you're
for
not going to
sure.
always, we're not perfect. Things are constantly changing. We're not going to always be happy forever for a long time
Right.
consistently, you know?
Yeah, it's up and downs.
Yeah, it's up and down. So, you know, just deal with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just deal with it.
They
And
would
then
on
like
it.
I try to catch myself when I compare myself to other people, because that's not good for you.
Oh
It's
yeah.
really not good
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you. It's really not good.
Yeah, it literally just brings like um just negativity in general. Like even I understand why you would want to, 'cause just to
Mhm.
like maybe see like, oh, I have to do this better for myself or something,
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that person's doing that, maybe I should do that too.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I think for the most part it's just all this like, I mean, it kind of goes back to like training yourself to not think this way. But you
Yeah.
might start thinking like, oh yeah, he has what I don't have, or she does what I can't, and
Mhm.
that kind of just affects your own like personal like, yeah, just
Standards.
motivation and
Yeah.
confidence
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
all
It
your,
affects it.
yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
One thing I recently like saw, I don't want to lie and say that I read, but I saw it on YouTube. But,
You saw it.
yeah, I saw
Okay.
it on
What'd
YouTube.
you
I
see?
didn't read it, but it was like a little thing from an audiobook about, I don't know if you heard this book, The Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Isn't that a book?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
I heard of it, a little bit of it, and they were talking about how when you like try hard to get something, you usually don't get it. Is that something that you've gotten, like, and when you stop trying to get it is when you get it?
That happens.
Does that happen?
Yeah, that does happen a
Yeah.
lot. That's you saw. You saw that. You saw that on
Yeah,
YouTube.
on YouTube, like a little clip of the book, like 20 minutes or so. And yeah, he was talking about that, the author, like, when you want the job really badly and you're always like, thinking about it, like how can I get it? I mean, it's not bad to like have ambition and all that,
Right.
but if you're thinking about like the end goal,
Mhm.
it's probably like not the right thing to do. Because like you said
Yeah.
this earlier, you enjoy the process of things.
Mhm.
It's not just about like,
The end goal. Yeah.
yeah, you know,
Because it's not the end goal that you need to get to. You need to get through the little steps. You know.
right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you enjoy the steps more than like the final part.
Mhm.
Because then after that, then what do you do?
Right.
What is there to do?
Yeah, it's true.
Right. Unless you want to be, like old lady just chilling in her front porch,
Oh my god.
calling it her life, and I wouldn't mind that, but I don't think I'm there yet. At least not.
What, to be an old person?
Oh, I'm there mentally. I'm already like, how do you use this iPhone
How do
stuff?
you use this phone?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine, yo. Oh my god, I need to make my dad. He wants to he does construction. So
Okay.
he wants to. He doesn't have any Instagram. He doesn't have no Facebook. No nothing. Like nothing.
Yeah. Which is
He doesn't even. He barely even uses his phone. He only uses his phone to make phone calls
right.
and text. But like he wants to start. He's like seeing like I guess he's starting to be more aware of how like the power of the internet. So he's
Yeah.
like, yo, he's like, Kim, can you like help me like make an Instagram for my business? I'm like, you want me to do that? Like to me, that just like opened my eyes a little bit, because he was like, he sees the value in like what that could do for him and his business.
Yeah,
And he,
that's
you know,
true.
him alone without Instagram or nothing like that. He, you know, his business runs really well. So I can't even imagine
Right.
like he wants to start doing that. Like I could definitely, that's crazy. But
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
really
like,
cool.
but yeah, like he's like, well, how old is my dad? My dad's he's older, of course.
Yeah.
He's like past 50. So yeah, I'm like, yo, imagine my dad. Like, I can't even picture my dad on the phone,
Right.
like, taking pictures
Yeah.
for his business
Exactly.
and like posting them with with captions and stuff. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna have to help him out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We got a lot of
Yeah,
work to do.
yeah. I relate to him because I'm kind of the same. It's like I don't
Yeah,
know when to do this stuff. Like
but you understand it better, I'm
Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sure.
Because I am a millennial at the end of the day, and I do have all that Facebook, Instagram, MySpace. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat that like, I'm only gonna. I mean, I'm lying. I don't only use my phone for texting and
You
calling.
don't?
No. Like I said, that's why I have a limit on my on my social media
Right. You
apps.
gotta have limits.
Yeah, because I'll definitely get distracted. I'll admit to that. But speaking of social media and what do you call it? And using it to run your business,
Hmm.
um, I'm glad that I have you here because these people know that I
Yeah.
talk about it every episode. But you're more active in it, so I would like to
Oh.
talk to you
Yeah, let's talk.
about
Monat.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I call it Monet because I like to sound fancy in French.
I know that's how I think that's the proper way to say it. But
Okay.
I'm like I'm being stubborn. I'm like no, I learned it Monat. So I'm
Right.
just gonna say
Okay, that's how
Monat.
it is. Well, you knew that I had, or you know that I had,
Yeah.
nice long luscious hair. That
Mhm.
I was,
Yeah.
that I was actually. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to get into it too,
Mm.
because I'm like, I know taking care of your hair is a thing, something I've never done before in my life.
Yeah.
So let's try to start doing it. A little
Let's try.
something. Even though I'm a heterosexual guy that like most guys,
Right.
just one thing of shampoo and that's it.
I know. I know. When you told me you were in the business, I
Mhm.
was like so like taken back because I don't know. I never met any male
Any
who's
guys,
done
right?
the business
Yeah.
personally. Like I know there's guys who do it, but I never personally met someone. So for me to like meet someone, I was like, oh shoot, a unicorn. Like, I was like,
That's
whoa.
funny.
Um, but I'm happy to hear that you do it because it's I'm grateful for the opportunity for the business. It's done a lot for me. So and I'm like the fact that I feel like everything happened for a reason because when I met you, it was literally I think it was the same month I started. Wait, when
Okay,
did we
something
do?
like that. Yeah, something
Or
you've
like
been at it
or
for
like
like
a
a
month
month.
or something
Hmm.
when I started. So like I had just started. So like I was like, yo, this is God telling me something. Like I don't know
Nice.
what he's telling me. I feel like I've been having a lot of those moments where I'm like, yo, God is telling me like this is a sign. Like I've been having a lot of signs.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
and that's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Good signs. I've been having good signs because you could have bad signs, a lot of bad signs all at once.
Yeah, that's true.
And that also means something's about to happen as well. I feel like, I believe.
No, yeah, I think so. And some people I think choose to ignore it, and
Mhm.
that's when things go bad for them. They're like, "Why me?" It was like, well, you kind of saw it coming, but you just didn't choose to, take a look at it and take care of it.
Like why me? But why wouldn't it be you? Like who else would it be?
Right? Yeah, exactly. It's like nobody else is controlling, and that's what I like about being a marketing partner with them.
Mhm.
That it's like nobody's telling you what to do.
Mhm.
Like all the goods and bad things that
Mhm.
happen is because of you.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
just like any business, you get what you put in.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
And that's hard to understand, and that's hard to put your. It's hard for some people to put themselves
mhm.
themselves in that place because they don't see it like that. So for them to like, it's a lot of. I feel like a lot of fear holds people back from joining the business
Yeah,
or even
there you
trying the
go.
products. I don't know why people are like it's not that serious. It's just shampoo and conditioner.
Right.
And you're my homegirl or you're like my family. Like, what's the
Mhm.
big deal? But that's a different topic.
Right. No, yeah, yeah. I feel you. I definitely know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But Yeah, it's definitely. I'm grateful for the opportunity because yo, I met so many people.
Yeah, that's another cool thing.
And not even just like from the business, just like me being me,
Mm-hmm.
and like people like come to me, or like good things happen to me because of it. So like I'm like yo, and because of Monat, I've been doing things like meditating.
Oh shit. Okay.
I've been
Nice. Yeah.
meditating. I meditate now. I'm a Rosario.
That's cool.
I read now, which I never done before. I hated books. I hated books so much. I could never read. I couldn't stay on one page. I had to like put the book down. But now I read. I'm reading a book called what's it? Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks.
Okay.
Really good
Nice.
book so far. It's a big book, but it's about manifesting like your life or
Mm-hmm.
manifestation and understanding your spiritual side and your source, your inner source and power.
Right.
Um, so I'm reading that right now and I love it. Every time I read it, it's like it like sparks something in me every time I read it. It's always something. Each page is like something new. So definitely recommend reading that one day.
Did somebody recommend that to you, or how'd you hear about that?
Yes, it was recommended to me by somebody else. A few people actually.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah, a few people
it's
recommended it to me.
kind of popular.
Yeah, it's a popular book. It's actually it's like a really good book.
Okay, nice.
So everybody knows about it. Everybody in Monat knows about that book. Seriously.
Yeah, that's a good thing about it helps when you have somebody like the person, I guess, that brings you on, or the people that you work with, or whatever it may be. Like you said, it's you end up building a community without even wanting to, in a way.
Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah, or you just kind of bring that to the community that you might already have.
Right.
Yeah, and like you said, not everybody's ready to like try something out. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure like um, you have the maturity to just be like, all right, I accept it, and then whenever
Yeah,
you're
whenever
ready,
you're ready.
yeah, I'm
And that's
here.
okay. And that's something, we need to understand as market partners.
All right.
That not everyone is in the place for it, So
All right.
we gotta just like be patient.
All right. Yeah.
But a lot of people come around,
Yeah.
So
But I do like that you like, because you're a lot more active than I am. You actually explain better than better than I do.
but you can do that.
Yeah, I know. I know
Yeah,
I
you
can.
know what it is.
Yeah, I do. It's just a matter of like sitting down, reading the stuff, trying it out.
But it depends how you gotta make it work for you.
Right, that's another
the
thing.
The way it works for me is not the way it's gonna work for you. So
Yeah.
you gotta figure out how
it
you
works
can
for me. Yeah.
make it fit in your life, and how you feel comfortable,
Yeah.
so that you're able to put yourself out there.
Right. Plus, I'm pretty sure the same things you use wouldn't necessarily be good for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
So to each his own. But
But yeah, I mean, I that's what I like. Once again, go to her Instagram. She like teaches me how to how to do these things.
yeah, how to
Because
I don't really teach you how to. I just share what I like and what works
That's
for
true.
me.
yeah, but like for example, like the rejuvenating oil. Like I get it, like I receive it, and it's just like, okay, as a guy, as a typical guy, I'm like, okay,
Now what?
just putting this on the shelf, and then we'll get to it eventually.
Basically.
But then I see you like use these things, and I'm like, oh,
If it's there, just try it. Just
right,
go for it.
yeah,
It
exactly.
ain't even gonna be nothing crazy. It could just be something so simple,
Right. Yeah, and just in general, like taking care of not just your hair, like your skin and the insides of your body. Like I like that they are coming out with more things like that. Not just like shampoo or whatnot.
Yeah.
Because yeah, that's something once again that I never paid attention to like that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, maybe it's a good thing to
Maybe.
stay
Could
healthy.
be if you try.
All right.
You gotta figure that out yourself. I can't tell you if something's good for you or not. You gotta tell yourself.
Yeah,
that,
that's true. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something you were thinking. What were you saying just now?
About trying things out myself.
I can't forget.
It's okay. It'll come back. It will. That's how podcasts work. You forget things, and then they just come back eventually around, all the way around. But I can't blame you. You're a good podcast host, or host. All right, actually, yeah, you'd probably be a good host.
I could be.
Yeah. But guest, I meant to say.
Guess.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
It's
Thank
not
you.
bad. But yeah, if
You're
you're
great at those too.
oh, thank
You
you.
help me make it comfortable, more like easygoing.
Yeah, well, it does help that this isn't our first time meeting each other.
Oh,
But no, but
that's true. That is
you know what
true.
I
Because
mean,
if it was somebody else that was like, "Hello,
right?
how are you?" like, I
Right.
would be stuck. But being that's you and we know each other,
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
better.
yeah. And like you said, we've had these types of conversations before,
Mhm.
so that's why I like to start a podcast, or why I thought I'd be good at it.
Why?
Because I'm like, I already have these types of conversations with people on a
Right.
regular basis.
Yes.
It would be nice to share them with the world.
Right.
you know? Yeah, because
Yeah.
I like to think I know intelligent and not just like book smart, but like emotionally intelligent people.
Mhm.
You know? But,
People you connect with, people you can relate to,
right.
people who you like.
Yeah.
People like to work with people who they like
Yeah, it
or
makes
that like
sense.
them. So
Yeah, it makes
I'm not
sense.
gonna work with somebody I don't like. If I don't like you, I'm not
All
gonna,
right. I mean, I'm still open to having like, like one of those people that stormed the Capitol. I'll have them over just to see, what was going through their mind.
Oh my god, you cannot just say that. Why would you?
you
You
know.
imagine somebody from?
Yeah, right.
That would be interesting though.
That's what I'm saying, right?
That would be really interesting.
Yeah.
You should go on a hunt, like yo.
Yeah, like who out there is brave enough to come on a podcast and talk this stuff with me.
How was the experience?
All right.
Tell me about your
Yeah,
experience.
tell me why you chose to wear a buffalo helmet
Oh
or
god.
whatever.
Oh god.
Viking helmet.
What were your plans for that day when you woke up?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
imagine,
exactly.
like, yeah, I woke up, decided I'm gonna head over to
Yeah,
the
that
capital.
was wild, right? Yeah, that's yeah, that's this whole past year has just been something else.
Shit
I think.
show.
Yeah, but luckily people like you are like able to
Look at the bright side of
yeah,
things.
stay in the positive side.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I mean I don't know about you, like how hmm. I mean I don't know how controversial you think this topic is, but how much do you believe in this, like that the virus affects us?
What? Like
Like,
the
are you like, because like I said, I mean, I did lose somebody to it, so technically, I know that it is like
it's real.
valid. Yeah,
Yeah. Of
it's
course. No.
legit.
Yes. Of course.
Right,
It is a real thing.
right,
I haven't lost anyone gratefully.
Mhm.
Well, I've known people, but not anyone close to me.
right.
Thank goodness. So, but
But
I'm sorry about that.
no, no, okay, it's okay. But what I think, I mean, obviously, I'm no doctor, so I can't tell you the answers. But what I think helps and hurts a lot is your attitude towards it. I don't know, like you tell me. Listen, you're a woman. Women are just more in touch with like the metaphysical stuff.
Mhm.
So you tell me if I'm right or wrong. But I feel like your emotions are gonna, kind of like we said earlier, like your thoughts are gonna eventually come out one
Mhm.
way or the other. So your emotions, your personal thoughts, are gonna affect your physical body.
Yes,
Yeah. So
that is true.
yeah, yeah. So if you're like scared and not taking care of yourself and just not doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you can get really sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, yeah,
it's scary. It's scary. 'Cause I know people with the virus. I feel like everyone had it. People had different, different experiences
Right.
with it. Um, but like you said, it does. It really doesn't matter how you take care of yourself and how your mentality is throughout it,
Right.
or leading up to it, or how you learn, what you're eating and things like that, what you're doing with your body.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah, hopefully this does make people like make the right turn towards
yeah.
that.
I mean, I'm sorry for anyone who did have to, go through something really bad
Right.
because of it. But there's better days to come.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I mean, just like yourself, probably. I thought that this like last year was gonna be great because things were looking like
Yeah.
getting a lot of opportunities,
A lot of things
this
are
and
happening.
that, and then out of nowhere, it just gone.
Yeah.
But
everything happens for a reason.
yeah, exactly.
And this was such a learning year for everybody.
Right.
This is something. This is a year we're gonna look. This is something we're gonna look back at and be able to say, wow, like we really had to do that. Like we really had to go through that, and I really went through that.
Yeah, everybody's gonna have their story, and this is what I
Yeah.
like. That's why I ask people whether you're. I mean, if you're not comfortable, obviously tell me. But that's why I like to hear kind of like, because I know everybody was stuck at home, and
Mhm.
if you weren't, then you had like one of those essential jobs. But
Yeah.
like just being stuck at home, at least for me, like when I'm stuck at home or stuck anywhere, like my mind kind of just starts going,
Yes.
whether good or it's a good or bad thing.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm just curious. Like, obviously, if the person's not comfortable telling me, they don't have to. But that's why I ask.
About
Like
what? About how
what?
I went?
Yeah, like how your experience was like.
Yeah.
Cause
I remember for quarantine, especially during the summertime, um, I live with my mom and my dad.
right.
We have a big backyard.
Okay, that's
So
cool.
I was in the backyard most of my time.
Right.
And then being that my kid did some schooling on
Right.
like remotely, she it was fun. Like it was actually kind of fun at some point because it gave us something to
Yeah.
do
Right.
every single day. It gave us some type of routine or
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
like some kind of structure to the day instead of just being like waking up at freaking 12 p.m.
right.
going to sleep at 3 a.m. because that was I'm pretty sure a lot of people had a phase like that where they
Yep.
were just like their
Definitely.
sleep schedule was just like all over the place because we're home, so sleep is life.
All right.
Um, but yeah, it was fun at one point. We would do like little projects and things like that. Um, we made like a little poster for like the essential workers to put
Oh,
on front
cool.
of the house. So it was
Nice.
kind of cute. And then I loved seeing everyone's like little posters in the neighborhood
All right.
because I feel like a lot of the families did like had their kids create like
Oh, okay.
what was it, the little those posters on the
Yeah.
on the thing on the house. I remember when we had to do you remember at 7 p.m. when we had to come out
Oh,
and like
right.
clap.
Yeah, I do
Did
remember
you ever
that.
do that?
I remember I used to be. I don't know. It didn't happen out here,
No?
but when I'd be like closer to Manhattan or something like
In
that,
Manhattan, yeah.
definitely,
I used to love
everywhere.
that. I used to laugh all the time and it just made me smile.
Yeah. It was actually like something. Usually, I'm like, I'll admit, when it comes to like movies or airplane rides, I'm like, why is everyone clapping? This is supposed to happen, but
Right.
yeah, but but when it came to that, like I did feel good about it. Like I wasn't like
Made
not a
me
hater at all.
smile.
I was like, this is cool. Like everybody's doing it at the same exact time.
Yeah, and everyone was literally home at that point. Like nobody could go outside. This is when we had like curfew
Yeah, exactly. That's the
and
thing.
like all that was happening. So it was
Yeah.
nice. I would be home and I would hear people outside like, hey,
Right.
just to hear everybody shouting and it
Yeah.
was. Well, I heard that around where I lived.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to hear like people coming together, especially when a time that like it was a lot of crazy shit happening.
Mm-hmm.
With like the
Yeah.
whole just
There was a lot
everybody
happening.
killing everybody.
Yeah.
So it's a nice change of pace when you like see people coming together
Mm-hmm.
instead of just hurting each other.
Instead of hurting each other.
Yeah, like 'cause I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why people do that, but that's just
People hurt each other out of anger.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like I said earlier, not emotionally mature in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just some people don't. I mean, I'm not saying I have it all controlled now. Like I have the answers, but it's
right.
just I guess sometimes it's a matter of just going through it
Mm-hmm.
and
Sometimes you just gotta let it out, and people go through different things, so they're gonna let it out differently. So
right for sure.
yeah.
So we're gonna have a podcast in the future hosted by Kim.
Oh yeah. Well, hosted. I don't know. Hosted. Maybe we can do that. That's something we could work on.
Yeah. Well,
I'd be open to.
you'll bring your strengths
Mhm.
and I'll bring mine,
Mhm.
and then we'll teach each other.
Yeah, we'll definitely teach each other.
Yeah, because I feel like you have so much. Yeah, once again, you have so much material like that you put out there.
Mhm.
I mean, whether it's yours or not, whatever. But
What
it's
do you mean
still
they talk about?
yeah,
Right.
like you bring up topics, let's say,
Mm.
to Instagram, to your stories or
Mm.
whatever it is, and that makes me like. I mean, at least for my personal self, that makes me stop and think, like, and reflect, and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, am I like, yeah, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it makes sense. Like if I'm having a bad morning, I just don't feel
Mhm.
like doing anything.
Mhm.
Uh, maybe this is a good habit of mine, but pulling up Instagram when I wake up, and I'll see one of those posts that you're like,
Oh,
you know,
it helps.
yeah, it
Aw.
legit helps.
Oh, I
And
appreciate that.
yeah, so
I like that.
yeah,
That's that's what I want to happen.
yeah, that's the
I
point,
want
right?
it to, yeah. And it makes more makes me feel better when it's actually somebody that I know,
Oh,
and not
okay,
somebody that's
nice.
like I don't know, because it's like, is it real? Is
Well,
it
you
fake?
should. Oh, I get what you're saying. Like you're just trying to be nice. Nah, it does. Like you said it yourself, and I have these too. Like your little mental battles.
Mm-hmm.
Especially I'm not a morning person, so I
Yeah.
have to like talk myself into just
Oh yeah, that's another
getting
thing. I'm a
going.
morning person now, apparently.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Because like I said, I used to wake up like 12
Right.
every day.
Yeah, same here.
Now I don't wake up at 12 every day. Now I wake up. That took a lot of work. Takes a lot of
Yeah.
self-talk to
Yeah,
get up
yeah.
early in the morning. That's not easy.
Yeah, there's so many things that all it takes is self-discipline. Even though
Discipline.
it's a lot harder than just saying it. 'Cause-
It
yeah.
is. You gotta really do it. You gotta really like go through it in your head. Fight with yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you're the type of person that eats fast food all the time, like
Fast food.
how are you gonna just stop? You know?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I had McDonald's yesterday.
Well, me too. I'm not gonna. Don't feel too bad. I did too. So we're in the same boat. But
Yo, but I don't do McDonald's a lot.
Yeah, I was
do it,
gonna say,
like,
as
like
long as
when
like-
I need to. I was with the kids yesterday,
Uh-huh.
so I had to like make them happy.
yeah, yeah. As long as it's not every day, I think you'll be fine.
Mhm.
Plus, I mean, your metabolism is probably crazy, and you do things that
Yeah.
burn it off. So
Yeah.
uh,
But you can still eat it too. I mean, if you don't eat it that much, then you should be fine.
right, yeah, yeah, exactly. It's when you do it all the time.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie, during quarantine, I went down that bad road of eating just junk food, like
During
almost
quarantine?
daily.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like I wasn't that's like you said, just being self-aware of what you're doing.
Mhm.
I don't know why I gave myself an excuse to just like become a teenager again. you know, like just fucking roll up, eat junk food, and play video games.
That's
like
okay. That's fine.
right, but as long as it didn't last forever.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me being hard on myself too. Like, God damn it, David, you wasted all that time and money and just
And this is how
health.
we.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
This is how we gonna do things.
Right.
Why
right.
am I like this?
Yeah, yeah. But hey, at least to me, like I accept that voice a little bit because it's telling me at least you're trying to improve yourself,
Mhm.
but also don't be too hard on yourself. You know.
Yeah.
So Kim, what do you think about this?
This is great.
Nice.
I want to keep
You want
talking.
to keep doing this again and
I
again
want
and
to keep
again.
doing this. Let's talk all day.
I really can't blame you. This is
It
something.
seems like they're feeling it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if we're
Everyone-
still connected, but my listeners are. By the way, if you want to watch the live, I guess
Which one?
version, I'm talking to the people listening now.
Uh,
But if you also want to watch, I mean, you actually tune in sometimes
uh-huh.
when I go live, so
Yeah.
I appreciate that. But you ever heard of Clubhouse? Is it like a new app, new social
Oh
media
yeah, it's
app?
like a FaceTiming thing, right?
Yeah, but you talk instead. You don't see each other. You only talk.
Clubhouse.
Yeah, Clubhouse. So I want to try to get into that because I feel like that'd be a good way to interact with people.
What is that?
You know,
What do you mean?
So what you do in Clubhouse is you join a room and then people talk to each other.
like open to the public,
Yeah, yeah.
like Instagram, kind of like in
Yeah,
a way.
but they could only type to us.
Uh-huh.
Maybe with Clubhouse we got like a callers. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. So anybody out there that knows how to do Clubhouse, let me know. Because I tried it, but I had a hard time. Like, I mean, because once again, I'm a grandfather when it comes to social media.
Mhm.
I had
YouTube, Google everything. The world. Wide
yeah, that's
Web.
true. Yeah, it's here. But yeah, look out for Clubhouse. But we definitely go on Instagram Live all the time, or try to go on Instagram Live. So stay tuned. Just go follow D.MAJ0R, D Major, or Kim Isabella. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kimmy Isabella.
Oh, Kimmy Isabella. Gotcha. Kim, I would also love to talk all day.
Yeah, we can talk all
Yeah,
day.
we could talk all day. But I think I know when I was a child and my parent didn't pick me up, I'm like, what happened?
Nah, she
It's,
comes
it's
out.
today
What
the
time is
day.
it? We still got
Oh,
time.
okay, okay, that's cool. That's a problem.
No, but yeah.
One of my commitments got canceled, so
Oh.
I have time too. It's cool though. Uh, but yeah, what else? What else have you been up to? I mean,
I was gonna say.
that's such a vague
What else
question.
have you been up
It's
to?
like it's like when the host doesn't know what to say. So what do you want to talk about?
So what do you want to do today? I don't know. What do you want to do today? You know what that's from?
uh, yeah, it's oh my gosh, is it King of the Hill?
I don't know. What do you want to do today? I don't know. What do you want to do today? I don't know.
It's definitely yeah.
It's SpongeBob.
Oh man.
SpongeBob and Patrick.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. You know, the thing is, I haven't watched SpongeBob. I used to be a big fan of SpongeBob.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, I still am.
Me too.
I still
I
am.
love SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I don't care all the crap talkers about him.
Oh
But
yeah.
because there's a lot of controversy about him, but I love
Oh,
SpongeBob.
come on.
He's the goat.
Yeah, you could say there's controversy about everything, about everything, every topic out there, or every cartoon, especially made
Oh
in.
my goodness, yo, cartoons, yo. But it's true because like it's a good. I mean, at the end of the day, there's people behind these cartoons.
Right.
So everyone, these people are obviously gonna put their own. They're gonna bring who they
That's
are
right,
to
yeah.
this character, or whatever the show, or.
Yeah.
So
What do you call it? I saw a stat that the majority of viewers of SpongeBob are between 19 and 30.
seriously,
Yeah. So
majority
yeah, the majority of viewers.
like now.
Yeah. I mean, this was like I think 2 3 years ago
Uh,
that I saw this stat, but
that makes sense.
yeah, it makes sense to me. Yeah. How much do you relate to anybody there, right?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I think my my graduation cap was I'm gonna head out.
Oh.
Oh well, no, it said I'm gonna graduate.
All right. Nice.
So, and I decorated it with the meme
Yeah.
that it has of SpongeBob.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
The
SpongeBob
my head out.
leaving. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have that on Instagram? Can we take a look?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to show you on my phone?
I'll put it up here because your phone's being used. Let's keep.
It's Oh wait, no, I'm lying. I don't think I have it.
Oh, okay, it's cool.
It's not on IG, but I have it on my phone to put the picture.
Oh, okay.
It's just I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, that's funny.
But you know what's funny? A lot of people, when I went to my graduation, a lot of people had that same.
Oh,
It was.
wow.
I found like 2 other girls that had the same meme on their cap, and I was like, oh.
So, yeah. Not good idea though. I mean, I can't blame you. I can't blame you. That's perfect. Yeah, I'm not that creative, unfortunately.
No, yeah, I'm super
Yeah.
creative. I love drawing too. I like to draw. and paint.
Nice.
Do you like drawing or like
I
writing?
when I was a kid, I tried. Like I even got a book on how to draw comics and stuff, but
Mm.
I don't know why. It's just like God didn't give me that gift of drawing. Like you see this thing, I didn't draw that. My 8-year-old nephew did, or
That's a pretty good
what they
job.
call him. Yeah, it is. He can he has that gift. You know, he just needs to.
That's so.
He just
That's beautiful.
yeah. He just
You
needs to
said that
keep
your,
it going.
Your nephew gave you that.
Not nephew, cousin, but you know.
Oh, cousin.
Right. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that. But I have other skills, other artistic skills. But
Yeah.
writing, I've done writing.
You wrote before?
Yeah, I mean like songwriting, I guess that counts.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You did mention you write music. See, that's bro. That's a skill.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's a skill, and you play the piano.
Yeah, I
really
guess so.
well.
Good enough.
Really well.
Okay, thank you.
Could break down a tune.
It could be better. But I mean, you could say that about anything. You know?
Yeah, you could always be better.
Yeah, you could always be better. Yeah, as you can see in this room, there's a bunch of different stuff that I like to try out.
Yeah, like the guitar.
Yeah, guitar. I got some drumsticks. I can't sing. I'll tell you that.
Band. You got a whole movie set up here.
Yeah.
Make a movie here.
We try to, yeah. I just like to try different things, just straight up.
Me too.
That's why I have this podcast and music and.
Yeah, cause like when did you start doing the podcast?
It is exactly like last year, February.
Last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you have ever imagined you'd be here today doing something like this?
I mean, I just kind of started it. I didn't have like a. Once again, like I don't. I like to have a vision, but I
Mhm.
know that how life works.
Mhm.
It's just kind of go with the flow.
Yeah.
You know, it's better to do that rather than just like it has to be this way.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna go with the flow, and yeah, it's grown. Like now we have 2 cameras.
Mhm. Two.
Now we have Google.
Right. Now there's
Uh,
more.
yeah, because when I started out, I mean, you see the first episode. I mean, I love the episode itself, like the content, what we talked about, but like the video quality and
Right.
the
And you see your
audio.
growth, right?
Right.
It's insane. That's what I'm saying. Like, have you like when you were younger,
Hmm.
did you ever like think you could
Oh,
do something
it's
like
so
this?
crazy because when I was younger, I was super shy.
Mm.
Like, there's no way I could have done a podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I was not a talker at all. Like, I remember, uh, I'll just share the story because it was a long time ago and I'm not embarrassed anymore.
All right. Let's hear
But,
this.
but I remember I liked this girl in 4th grade, and like, I just like, it's so simple, but just all you gotta do is approach and sit, just say hello or just start talking about whatever.
Mhm.
But I could not do that.
Right.
Like there used to be like those uh, college students that go assist, like what do they call it? Teaching assistants or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I remember that guy. Like I talked to him about it. I'm like, I don't know what to say. Like, can you tell me what to say?
Oh, like a counselor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he was like, what I just said. It's like, all you gotta do is just go have a conversation. Go say hello, whatever. And I just couldn't do it. I just could not do
Aw.
it. I just never did it. And like that's one of those regrets that like I wish I could do it. I wish I go back in time and tell myself, man up, you little kid.
You tell yourself that.
But now, I mean, now it's cool. Like luckily, like I had to once again go through like my own,
Like battle in your head.
yeah, battle in
Like,
my head to like that's not how you're supposed to live, bro.
yeah.
Like you can't be doing that stuff. So
Yeah.
luckily I had that battle in my head and it's like kind of over. And now I can do this comfortably.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not
Get out your comfort zone.
yeah, because even like that, I feel like that voice still pops up once in a while. Like, oh, that person's not gonna want to come by. Like they're not They're not gonna be interested in doing
Oh,
a
like what
podcast.
you mean, like asking?
Yeah, like asking people.
To come through.
Right, and I'm like, shut up, bro. Like,
Just ask.
yeah, like it's the same answer.
You don't know. One thing I learned about Monat is
Right.
a no is not always a not right now.
Right.
It means not right now.
Yeah, there you go.
So because people go through life. Right now might not be the right moment.
Right.
Like with us, when we talked about it before, it didn't work out because we just wasn't in space for it. But now here we are.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I definitely always want to have you over,
mhm.
because once again, we have these conversations almost all the time when we do get together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why not share it with people that want to listen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friends can listen.
Yeah, and that's another thing. People that are kind of shy at first coming here because they feel like they don't know what they're gonna talk about or they're not interested.
Overthinking.
Right.
I was trying not to overthink.
Yeah.
Like when you told me, what did you say? You was like, just bring yourself.
Yeah.
She was like, just come as you.
That's literally all you have to do. Yeah.
And I was like, all right. And I'm in my head, I'm thinking so many things. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to put it into the universe. But
Right.
I was thinking things, and I was just like, yo. But whatever. I was like,
Yeah.
it's okay. I'm gonna do this. Get out my comfort zone.
All right.
Try something new.
Well, don't get me wrong. There are podcasts that, they unlike me. Like right now, as the viewers can see, there's nothing but a keyboard, just to Google stuff. But there are podcasts, with like lists of like topics,
Okay.
and like they
That makes
like
sense.
yeah, and they give like a little brief thing to their guests on like what not to say and what to say, things like that. Like just very.
A little more structured.
Yeah,
or-
there you go, structured. But the reason why I like to keep it open because it's like you don't know, like if I keep it in within certain topics, like what if we want to expand that,
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
let's get back to this. Like, I don't really want to do
That's
that.
true. Yeah.
I
I mean, it's helpful to maybe in some situations.
Yeah, it
Maybe
goes
with
both
certain
ways.
people.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong way to
Mhm.
do it.
It's up to you.
That's the beauty about like everything that we do. That's kind of artistic.
Mhm.
Like whether it's whatever dancing or music or podcast or
Mhm.
writing a book. Like there's no right way to do it. Like You
The right
know?
way to do it is the way you feel is right.
Yeah.
Stick with your gut.
Right. Yeah, and then people are just gonna follow you because they'll relate or they like how it
Mhm.
sounds or looks or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah. Can I talk to you about? I actually have some. It's funny. Like I was like, what do you want to talk about now? But now I have some questions about dancing that I actually want to
Yeah.
get into because I always like. What time is it? Oh shit.
What are we
Okay.
gonna ask? I wanna know.
I'll still ask. You know what? We still got this one going. But I always like to compare, not compare, but just like whenever there is an artist in front of me,
Mhm.
I want to compare it to like what I do.
Mhm.
Um,
Or like see how it fits.
yeah, because for example, like I was talking to John yesterday, how like he's telling me all these lighting terms and stuff, and I'm like, those terms are used in music, and like
Mhm.
filters and
Mhm.
center, left and right, whatever. Um, and it's like you're giving it color
Mhm.
or layers
Mhm.
to like a song. Use the same thing to a picture. So
Right.
do you do the same kind of things to I guess something you choreograph or like something
Like the
you
process of
yes
choreographing,
yeah because I've
the
never like
creative process.
yeah I've never I mean you've seen me that I don't know how to how to do that stuff so yeah I'm curious like what is there a process of like is you do go through the same mindset like there has to be layers and like phase one phase two and like
Yeah.
a bridge between them and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah, like a planning out
Hmm.
of it, like the planning. Well, I know with when I one you've seen it with actually Anjay. Anjay was a great example
Right.
when we did rehearsal because she actually planned out the visuals
Oh, okay.
of
Right.
what we're gonna do, the work, the piece. So that's what I do. A lot when I like try to plan or compose something, I like plan it out physically. Like I write things
Oh,
down.
okay.
That helps me a lot.
Right.
Um, so planning it out like that, like writing it out, and then there's levels to it. So like I'll have like a draft, like I'll have like my first
Oh,
draft,
okay.
and then I'll look over it, and then like I'll see what I need to fix or see what I can play with or I can add on to it. Things like that. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, yeah, I do because I just don't know what the process is like. What what you go through. Yeah, you basically answered it.
Yeah,
I'm
in a
pretty sure
way.
somebody else is gonna have a different.
Yeah, and like when I'm in my head, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm like looking at like I'm thinking about the visual of it. Something like here, like I'm thinking about how it's gonna look to the eye, to
Right.
like somebody else's eye, or like how it looks on somebody else's body. Um, yeah, there's a lot to it if you think about it. But um,
I think that's my phone. Don't
yeah,
worry.
but that's pretty
I'm
much
just
it.
getting emails. Don't pay attention to it. But yeah, do you think that's the same process all the time? Like, do you go through the same like
More or
steps?
less.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice. Yeah,
more or
because
less.
I'm just curious, like, what goes through somebody's
Yeah.
mind that's creative.
I actually want to do a project soon.
Oh, okay,
A dance visual soon.
nice.
So I'll probably be in that mode, that zone again. I haven't created something like that since like 2 years ago, like before COVID, right before
Oh,
COVID,
okay.
right before COVID. COVID was like when COVID started like 2 years ago, right? Like
I mean,
2019
technically, yeah, like end of
or 2020, in the
2019.
beginning of
But,
2020.
right.
So no, not 2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago. I know when you want to put it, but yeah, like pre-COVID, I did a project and I did a visual, and it was just like that. I had to like do a draft. I had to take pieces out. I had to fix it up, you know, until the final piece was like, I felt confident in the final piece. Um, but yeah, but we all go through that, especially like with videography and things
Yeah.
like that. You're gonna want to have a certain look to it. You're gonna want to plan it out so things actually
Right.
turn out smoothly. You don't want to just go into it like, okay, let's wing it.
Okay.
So I mean, you could if
Yeah.
you're really that like nice at it. I
That's
guess
true.
go do you.
Well, from what I see, like people who are able to do that, um, it's because they've trained like so much time. They put in
Yeah,
so much time that it's kind of like just built into their subconscious.
yeah, yeah.
And when they tell them go time, like it just comes out.
Mhm.
And because of their training, it looks good already or it
Yeah,
sounds good already.
yeah, that's true.
You know. Unlike,
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
yeah, 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 because there's, I guess there's like, yeah, that kind of breaks it down to two different types of being creative. There's the, um, yeah, like sitting down, planning things out,
Oh.
and that in a way, yeah, I mean, you tell me if I'm right or wrong, but that in a way is easier
Mhm.
because because you have time to like think about it and say like, is this right or wrong, or does this fit?
Mhm.
But when you kind of just start throwing it to the fire and start improvising,
Yeah.
it's like,
It's a little. It's a risk. It's risky. It's a lot more
right,
risky.
yeah, there you go.
Um, if you want to take the risk, go ahead. That's cool. I mean, you might make something really good out of that too. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah,
but
I'm a planner. I like to organize. I like to
okay,
make time for my time.
right, that's
It's
good.
weird.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, one quick example that I could relate to is when you throw me in front of, like, let's say I'm gonna like start making a beat. If you just throw me in there,
Mhm.
I'll make it, but
Mhm.
I feel like, I personally think the better sounding stuff comes from like what's the word, marinated ideas,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it like they have just been sitting there and like building up for like a month or so,
Yeah.
and then when I feel like it's actually time to sit down and lay it out, it just flows out,
Yeah.
is that the same thing that you
Yeah.
go through?
Because you put more thought into it, and the more thought you put into something, the more you're gonna feel, and that's gonna resonate with you more than something that you just like. Psh, okay, let me just see what I got. Let me
Right.
see what I got. Let's see what I can do. Um. So yeah, definitely, it's gonna. I think it's beneficial to plan your work for sure.
Yeah, luckily you're a person that's always, well, that it's necessary to always improve. That's why you're still trying to do it,
Mhm.
clearly.
Mhm.
Right. The do
Yeah.
you actually get any ideas from doing like other activities,
What do you mean,
like non-dancing activities?
ideas? What do you mean,
Yeah,
ideas for dancing?
yeah. Like, do you see I don't know.
Do I guess inspiration from
Yeah, there
other
you go.
things?
Like,
Yeah,
do you go on a trip and you're like, I don't know, just seeing the beach makes you
maybe.
start thinking of things?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I feel like I like to create a lot of ideas in my head, but I don't actually put them into like physical, like into action.
Okay.
But yeah, I do. Um,
Well, as long as they're in there, it's possible.
yes,
Yeah.
that is true.
Right.
I have so many ideas. We all got ideas, but I have a lot of ideas for like dance and like visuals and
Hmm.
music and things like that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely, I think my surroundings do. Um, cause like when I'm listening to music, um, I like immediately like have like a imagine like a visual in my head. Like there's
Yeah.
a vision in my head.
That's good.
There's a picture in my head. And then sometimes things just happen like that, and if I'm feeling it, I'll like write it down. I like to write things a lot in my notes. So I write all my ideas down
Yeah,
in my
that's good.
notes.
That's one thing I don't do. That I heard is a good thing. I'm guessing you're a journaler.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
journal a lot. I started journaling as well with Monat.
Okay. So yeah. Wow. This kind of like,
It changed my whole life
yeah. Wow. In a good way.
in a good way, in a
Yeah.
great way.
Definitely.
Um,
That's cool.
so yeah, I do write a lot of my stuff down. Writing is a good habit. Have you ever seen the movie, or the show or the actual play, Alexander Hamilton
Yeah.
or
Yeah. I
Hamilton?
have. Yeah. I see
You seen it?
The Disney thing.
The movie, right?
You're right. Yeah.
It's a great movie. That
Yeah.
also inspired me to write as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very like, I feel like no matter what, I guess your preferences as far as like music, or just just anything, because I'm not like, I don't want to say I don't like musicals, but I could get tired of them very quick,
Mhm. They are.
yeah, yeah, and that was one of them that,
That
like,
was one of them.
yeah, but same thing with like Frozen and things like that.
Oh my god.
but
Frozen.
yeah, yeah, that's one thing I tried not to do, like, because I did end up liking it, and I kind of wanted to see it multiple times so I could kind of study it,
Yeah.
but at the same time I didn't want to like ruin
Listen
it for
to it,
myself.
right? Or
Yeah.
like, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, do you go through times, like periods when you don't dance or you don't want to dance? Or is that something like you always want to do 24/7? If you don't want to tell me, it's cool.
I'm like, has there ever been a moment where I don't want to dance. I
Yeah.
mean, in a way,
Okay. I'm just
but there's
curious.
not ever a moment where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just take a break. I never really had a moment where I'm like, I'm gonna take a break from dancing.
Okay, that's cool.
I've always stood moving somehow, some way, some
Oh,
form.
okay.
Whether I'm in my room doing it, whether I'm home or
Nice.
I'm actually studying, training like hardcore. Um, I don't really feel like I've ever. How can you stop
That's cool.
dancing?
I mean, that's good for you,
I don't know.
definitely.
Let I listen to music every day, or like
Hmm. But I'm just saying that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what kind of opinion people have, but like, let's say on my car ride.
Mhm.
I mean, not always. Not this is not every day, but like there are days where I'm just like, just literally turn off the radio, just
Mhm.
to not listen to anything,
Yeah.
cause time to go to bed.
Not too bad.
It's time to wake up, as a matter of fact.
That's
But
another thing that helps me with a lot of my with discipline is setting alarms.
yeah, that's very true. And like keeping a schedule, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a schedule.
keeps me in.
Yeah,
That's why I need to do the screen time because I know that that'll help me a lot too.
yeah, it definitely helps. I'm pretty sure writing down like, do you have daily goals and uh,
Daily goals. What do you mean?
what is that?
That's me. You're watching me.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. This whole time I thought I was
Recording.
oh, okay. Whatever. You see, that's how much of a grandfather I am. I had no idea I was watching somebody's Instagram
I thought
live.
you knew that.
Wow. Okay. Never mind. I'm like, who is that? All right.
Like who's
Cool.
coming up in my camera?
Yeah, that was funny, but it was cool.
Damn. I'm sorry.
That's cool. Thanks for doing this, because clearly I'm not.
Right. At least one of us is doing it.
Yeah. Right.
Yo, that happens to me all the time when I'm like, I think I'm recording and I think I press record. I'm
Yeah.
not recording. That's actually not a funny situation because I've lost. Seriously.
Yeah. Right. It's really not.
It's frustrating.
Yeah. You're like, damn, I just spent so much time.
Like that whole 5 minutes, I wasn't recording.
All right. And you're probably so into it. And
Right, that was my best one.
Yeah. And like, I don't know if I could get back there.
That
That's
happens all the
funny.
time.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, I think, what was I saying about, I think like not listening to music or something like that. So that's why I thought like you might like take a break here and there. But that's cool though that you like, that's literally
I mean,
you.
it's a feeling. That's why.
Yeah,
To me,
exactly.
it's more of a feeling than. I mean, there was moments where I haven't like I stopped training. I guess in a way you can want to say I've stopped dancing. In a way,
Oh,
I guess
okay.
I've stopped dancing. It's like when I went months without going to class or practicing or like stretching and things like that. But it's more of a feeling to me. So
Yeah.
for me to say like I've stopped dancing, it's like what?
Right. Yeah. You never
Like, you
really
stop
stop,
breathing?
right? Yeah. Like, that's
Like
cool.
that's something you just do.
That's what I like to. I mean, pretty sure you like
could get jiggy.
you like to hear like
you could,
that. Yeah.
You could bump.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. That's how you know it's like it's just life for you. It's not like necessarily like an event
Right.
or like a thing you do. It's just like life. It's just in you, and it just comes out, and you don't think about it.
Yeah, and it's something I can talk about because that's what a lot of people, can, they identify me, they identify with me as my dancing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I really. I mean, I'm just speaking for myself. I'm pretty sure everybody else relates somehow. But like, we enjoy seeing people that like really enjoy doing what they do.
yes,
You
I
know?
love passionate people.
There you go. Exactly. Because it's
love people.
you kind of tell like when they're just not into it. Like, not only are you not good for well, you're not good because you don't want to be, and even if you
Right.
want it to be, you're
Yeah,
not
it's
really. Yeah, you're not really gonna get there because you're not really passionate about it. Because you gotta going back to like like every time you're not having fun, like what makes you go back if you're not having fun, or you don't want to do it, like because you've said already, like there's been times where you're like, oh, I don't want to quit, I don't want to come back, but
Right,
there was
right, right.
definitely something that made you come back.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I feel like we pick up on that, even though maybe we don't consciously know that that's happening.
Yeah,
We could kind of tell.
yeah. definitely.
Yeah, which is really cool. Um, Anything else you want to talk about? No, I'm just
Anything else you'd
joking.
like to talk about?
No, it's cool. I mean, one of our cameras did go out of memory, which is fine, but we still got this one. Oh, this one stopped too.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta
let me
use the
check.
bathroom actually.
Yeah, no problem. So perfect time. Just actually, we'll pause right here because I drank plenty of water too.
Okay, guys. Yeah, before we get back to the ending remarks, I am gonna just stop real quick and talk about the thing we talked about earlier. I'm not gonna talk too much because thankfully Kim, clarified a lot of the other stuff that I don't say. But you know what I always tell you guys about Monat, Monat, modern nature, Monat. And yeah, it's like that. The great thing about it is that it is natural. It's all vegan friendly, not tested on animals. None of that weird weird things you can't even pronounce as far as like chemicals go. And yeah, even though I don't really have long hair anymore, I definitely still use all the products. Um, because yeah, I don't know. I guess luckily I got in the habit of having a what do you call it, skin and hair care routine, and yeah, luckily for me also my insides, I have a routine for that too. Daily little drink of health. I don't I don't know what to call it. Little smoothies that I make for myself, and yeah, Lemonade has products for that now too. So don't just take care of your skin and your hair. Take care of your insides too. So go to mymonade.com/DavidV. Remember DAVIDVEE in case you didn't know how the podcast is spelled out. That's you can yeah, just take David V. It's all one word after mymonade.com slash. Or you could actually have it at the beginning too. They make it easy for you. DavidV.com. No, DavidV.mymonade.com. And I always suggest everybody join the VIP program because it makes it easier for you to save money every time you buy. It's only a one-time $20 fee, so you could get 50% off all. I always like to say MSRP because it makes me sound fancy. It's just the price, the retail price. That's what it is, market standard retail price. Um, and yeah, not only do you get a percentage off of those prices, but you also get free shipping. You always get first dibs on all the new products. By the way, I always get emails on new products. Um, because I am a VIP. Well, I'm a little more than a VIP member, but you know what I mean. Like, I know about products before they come out, and if I don't remember the exact number because once again I never write shit down. If you spend after a certain amount of money, I think you're pretty sure you get a free gift from them. And speaking of free gift, every time it's your birthday, you get a birthday gift. So who doesn't like that? They think about you even when your cat doesn't remember that. Anything else about Monet that I haven't told you or that Kim hasn't told you? Um, no, I mean just go check it out. There's so many products I can't really sit here and like break it down. Maybe one of these episodes when I have no guests available again, I'll do a Monet or Monat breakdown of all the products that I use. Man, I feel I'm gonna feel like such a uh, I guess I am now. Shit, like one of these YouTubers, that try out products. But hey, that's life. I'm not the only one, and that won't be the last. All right. So yeah, mymonate.com/DavidV. Now, really quick. Uh, Back to the episode.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're good. So yeah, we're just discussing, guys. I know I gave a lot of sneak peeks about a lot of things, but
Mm-hmm.
it sounds like we might want to continue this in the future,
Yes, indeed.
Kim and I. So we'll talk behind the scenes and we'll come up with something to give you guys on the regular.
On
Because
the
this is fun to me.
regular.
Yeah, this is definitely fun to me. I mean, all the episodes are fun to me,
Yeah.
but I definitely appreciate talking to you, like
Yeah.
for this like extended period of time.
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
had a good time here too.
Yeah, so hopefully, just come back. Don't worry. Once again, like I told you, just bring your natural self, bring your mind, bring your spirit, and just let us deal with all this like extra shit.
Right. Yeah, I love it here.
Yeah.
This is something new for me, and I'm happy I was able to do this. It was just
Yeah, I'm
I'm
glad.
glad I was able to get out a lot of things that I said. So
Yeah. Plus, I bet you it's like, I mean, you probably think about it later on today, but wasn't it a little therapeutic too? To
yes,
just kind of talk things out.
I know this is that's also a
Yeah.
reason why I wanted to do this because I would be able to talk, and I know talking is literally therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Words have a lot of power, you know?
Mhm.
Like, I don't know how else to say it, but they do it. Like, what things we say, things we talk about,
Mhm.
even if they don't like. I mean, that's why I like to have Google because I want to speak truths. But
I know, right?
you know, everything we say is like it can happen in a way. You know,
Mhm.
like there's a possibility. Like an idea is possible. You just gotta like put in the action.
Mhm.
But yeah, we'll definitely have something for you guys. Remember, you want to say your Instagram thing again?
My Instagram is at Kimmy Isabella.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it Kimmmy or IE?
Kimmie.
IE.
It's IE.
Yes. Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's like Kimmy.
Kimmy.
Kimmy
Alright.
Isabella.
Isabella. That's your middle name, I assume?
Isabella's my daughter's name.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, a lot
Nice.
of people think that's my
Gotcha.
middle name, but it's actually my daughter's name.
Right. And Possible is your last name.
Possible is my last name. My name is Kimmy Isabella Possible.
Isabella Possible. Yeah, definitely go check her out. Like I said, she has enough content to make a podcast, but
Mhm.
we'll actually try to make one for you next time.
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah, let's definitely do that. Like I said, I had a lot of fun. Hopefully, you listeners had a lot of fun too. Go follow her. Go learn about why Monat or Monat is good for you. She gives a lot more details than I do, but um, you know, this is a lady. Like, if you guys don't want to pay attention to a guy because I'm a guy, then it is what it is. But pay attention to her. You know.
Yeah, to both of us.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's not like I'm telling you the wrong things. You just hear the same things from her. You know. Anything else you want to add before we head out?
I think that's it.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you for coming by. Thanks for reaching out, and thanks for doing this. And yeah, we'll definitely do this again soon. As far as everybody else goes, you know we love you. Stay safe
We
out
love
there.
you.
Peace.
All right, thanks everybody once again for tuning in. Yeah, I can't really say much about how I feel about this episode because it's great. I mean, I don't know how else to say. I'm a man of few words, right? Even though I just talked for about 2 hours almost. Um, yeah, you guys just I really appreciate you coming back. If you've been away. And if this is your first time, once again, I really appreciate you listening, and come back soon for the future episodes. If you like, by the way, if you this is clearly not the first episode, so you have plenty of other episodes you could go watch. And if you're and if you've been keeping up with us since day one, we definitely got a lot more coming your way. So yeah, help us out by I mean, not that there is a lack of guests. It's just once again, scheduling is the major not priority, but I guess like thing in the road that keeps us from going ahead. What do they call that stuff? Blockage or obstacle? Yeah, that's the main obstacle as usual. Scheduling, but you know, try to make it work. Try to get somebody in here once a week, on average, which I think is working so far. Pretty good. Pretty good if I say so myself. And we would like to keep it going forever and ever. So if you already listened, definitely go share your experience with somebody else, or let them experience the hang for themselves by sharing it. It's really easy. You just on your iPhone, there's that little box with the arrow. And once you click that, there is ways to share that, whatever you clicked on. I know you guys do it with your pictures and your videos and your Instagram memes. So why can't you do it for this? Not because not because I want attention, but because it just helps the podcast grow. That's really all it is about the podcast. I don't really give a fuck. It's not about me. I just happen to host it. It's about the podcast. So let's make the podcast grow, and I appreciate everybody that already helps out by doing things like ordering the merch. And I really hope you're enjoying the merchandise. It's it's uh, it's going well, I'd say. I think so, and you support not just me, not just the podcast, but you're supporting Crafts by Lissa, which is always cool. You get to kill two birds with one stone, but killing is very has a negative tone to it. Let's use something else. What am I, like some type of fucking hippie? Like, let's not talk about killing. Killing happens every fucking day. I'm sorry to get dark on you. All right, I'm gonna stop the episode there. Maybe let's end it on something light, because I was about to go down like the nature of nature and how just cruel it is, and like it does not give a fuck about your your feelings. Um, but yeah, let's not end this episode in that tone, all right? Because it was a very pretty good episode, pretty positive. I definitely appreciate Kim coming by, and we definitely I know I talk shit about doing podcasts with other people, but like I said, scheduling and just being able to do it all, it just takes time, and unfortunately, they put 24 hours in a day. Not my choice, but they did that. So whoever they is, probably like Ben Franklin or somebody like that, right? Actually, it's probably way before him. It's probably like the Egyptians or something. I would like somebody that's educated in that to come by and school me on that stuff on time. You got a time wizard somewhere? Not talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. You got a time wizard out there that knows about this stuff? Hit me up. Who is it? Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? Like, is he one of them? One of them folks. So it's time. Do we use physics? Huh? Is that like the science of time? I don't know. All right, I'm already going off on a tangent. This is already the end of the episode. So if you're still listening, thank you. Thanks for putting up with my bullshit for the last 2 minutes. And thanks for being patient. And I really appreciate everybody, especially if you're still listening this far. And let me know who you are, and I'll make it up to you. DM me, remember the.maj0r, or just go to the hang_podcast. That's both the Instagram handles for myself and the podcast page. Or go to davidvmusic.com or email at davidvmusic@gmail.com. Or you could email me now at david@jxdentertainment.com. There is no excuse if you did not contact me anymore. I would give you my phone number, but I don't trust you guys. So, nah, I don't want to say it like that, but phone number is a little more private. But yeah, definitely hit me up if you any questions, comments, or concerns or anything else. Once again, thanks. Love all you, and stay safe. Peace.